Okay, here we go.
Oh, there's kids playing hockey here.
Future superstars.
Beautiful.
Going in the
building.
nosebleeds, boys. All right. Going in.
Oh, look at this. Very cool. Awesome. Very excited to have the one and only Laser from Hockey Shop in Langley. Welcome to the show, Laser. How you doing today?
Fabulous. No slap shots.
The Rangers score. Boo.
Can you hear me? Huh? Yeah, that's wild. Okay, this is craziness. I'm watching the game in the bar. This is the. I'll show you guys. I'm literally. We're in a bar here. When ain't gonna happen here, nothing is perfect, you know?
Here we are with the one and only Mr. Jake from Jake's Takes Hockey. Welcome to the show, sir. How you doing today?
That's right. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Russell is the best. He's the secret master of the universe. Yes. And he's come to this realm to set us free and deliver a cup to Vancouver, I think. Russell is a gift from the gods, I think. What do you want? You want to say hi to anyone on the stream? You want to say you want to say shout out to anybody? Any advice, words of wisdom? We got 2-1 Canucks right now. Justin, who is he? There you go.
Oh yeah, look at that nice ice getting all clean.
There you go. Go Canucks, go! All right.
Yeah, literally the back row, boys. It's nice to have you.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm happy to join you guys.
Witten and Jordan from Canucks Uncensored. How you guys doing today?
Awesome.
We're good, Russell. Thanks so much for having us on.
David wins it, goes forward and gets a shot, goes wide. Carr puts it behind the net. Got it! Time! Oh, I just got lightheaded! 3-2, Canada wins. I scared the crap out of Dobby. Boys and girls, we did it! Canada wins! Binnington with some killer saves in overtime, and Connor McDavid, the man we were giving so much crap to through this whole game, wins the game! I'm so red in the face! Look at how red my face is! It's Canadian face! Oh, in Boston, boys! We win it in overtime! This is the man, the myth, the legend, the Blue Line Hockey. Welcome to the show, brother.
Thanks for having me. Pleasure to be here.
How you doing today?
Things are great. Thank you for the wonderful intro, and thank you for having me on. And truly a big fan of what you are doing on your channel as well. So keep it up, man. It's really, really good.
We're in the second row, so we're doing all right.
Live from Rogers Arena, Michael Saunders with that beautiful mustache on his face. There it is. Look at that. A live look in, Rogers Arena, Mike and Zach.
Russell, how are you doing, sir?
I'm doing really good. It's nice to see you.
Great to see you. It's always fun popping into the streams every once in a while when I get a chance, and nice to finally be chatting with you.
How are we? Guys, this is awesome. I'm excited to be here.
Everyone's been very excited to have you on. The word got out and people started getting very excited. So thank you very much for doing this and joining us today.
I appreciate you having me.
Thank you for having me. Thank you to everyone who requested to hear my beautiful voice too. I appreciate that.
How you doing tonight?
Doing good.
Thank you very much for taking the time out of your very first hockey game to join the stream. Everyone was very excited to see you, and enjoy the rest of the game in the third period.
Yeah, thank you so much. Bye-bye, guys.
Trevor Beggs joining the show from Locked On Canucks. Thanks for joining me today, brother.
My pleasure, Russell. How you doing today, buddy?
I'm doing really good. I'm doing really good.
Hey, buddy, what an intro. Thanks, man.
Hey, no problem. It's nice to see you again. It's been a while.
Dude, absolutely. Yeah, those late nights, early mornings.
Yeah, weird
they were
times.
rough.
We are excited to welcome Dave Hall to the show. Welcome, my man.
Hey, thanks for having me today. I'm excited to be on.
We're excited to welcome to the show Larry Fisher.
Thanks for having me, Russell. Looking forward to talking lots of hockey.
Yeah, look at that. Look at this man. He's wearing his Canucks jersey at a Montreal game. You'll love to see it. He became a local legend by calling the Abbotsford Canucks Calder Cup run. We are very happy to welcome Brandon Assel to the show. How's it going, brother?
Russell, I'm doing well. Thanks a lot for having me on.
I'd like to introduce to Nothing is Perfect, Mr. Zach Nolan.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's great to have you.
Howdy.
What's up, my dude? They say never meet your heroes, but boy, am I glad I got to, because here he is, the man, the myth, the legendary host, Toddcast Podcast, Mr. Todd Hancock.
Dude, thank you, man. What a crazy introduction. A hero, a myth, a legend.
Yeah. We are pleased to welcome to the show Canuckland.
Thanks for having me on. I'm really excited.
Passionate, realistic, honest. Rev Trev.
Let's go. Let's get some passion going. There's some actual hockey playing.
Smith plays it right across the zone. Bolana with a shot. Score! The Abbotsford Canucks from the blue line! Shot through crowd! And the Canucks have won it in overtime! Just like that, game one is over! And you don't have to wait much longer, because the Abbotsford Canucks have won game one with 14:09 left to go in the overtime period! Woo! Just Charlotte wins the draw. They skate in. They take a shot towards the net. Goes high and wide. Comes around. In behind. Into the corner. And just like that, being resilient. Next man up. The Abbey Canucks, no doubt, never lost 2 games in a row in this Calder Cup Finals. And the Abbey Canucks are Calder Cup champions. Woo! Can you believe it? What's up, everyone? It's Russell Holiday. It's Nothing is Perfect. It's time for Stanley Cup Playoff hockey! Canadiens, Hurricanes, Game 2, Eastern Conference Finals. Montreal currently leads the series 1-0 after a big 6-2 victory in the first game down in Carolina. So no big D. Another win on the road for the Canadiens. Kind of how we expected it to go, right? Hurricanes were sitting on the sidelines for like 12 straight days, and then they come in and face a team that just played a Game 7 2 nights previous. So, kind of expected. I should have put money on it, but I didn't. I hear the numbers were great. We got a busy show as usual for you tonight. We will, as I mentioned, be watching Montreal versus Carolina. Oh yeah, I got Calvin. What's up? Look at Calvin. Calvin 99 Charlie. A permanent fixture on the desk now. Maybe I should make Calvin block out the Pepsi instead now, but then you won't be able to see him as much. So there's Calvin right there. Forgot we did that. All right. What are we doing today? Let's talk about what we're gonna do. All right. So we got Dobby. I'm looking like a little Home Alone-y, like Kevin McAllister here. Montreal versus Carolina, round 3, game 2. It is the Eastern Conference Finals. The game will get started at 4 o'clock, which means it'll probably be more like quarter after. Dobby will probably show up at some point. We got Canucks land today. This is how the lineup looks. Canadiens versus Hurricanes. We're going to start off by saying hello to all you beautiful people who are already here in chat waiting for this game to get started. We'll go through some stats and some starting lineups for both of these teams. I have not looked at the lineups yet. I have not done that today, so we're going to go through it together. Maybe there's some changes, maybe there isn't, but we'll find out together. First intermission is where we're going to do our puzzles for the day. We are going to be doing our Puckdoku and our HERTL. So that will be the two things that we will be doing today during the first intermission. And then during the second intermission, Mr. Canucksland, you know him, you love him from his YouTube channel and his Instagram and his TikToks. He'll be stopping by for the second intermission, and we'll go over everything that's happened with the Canucks lately. We'll talk about the playoffs so far. We'll talk about his 12-hour live stream that he did to raise money for BC Children's Hospital. So we'll see how everything turned out. I think you all know how much he ended up raising, which is pretty crazy. So that is the plan for today's stream. Let's see who is all here right now. We got Barbershop. What's up, Barbershop? Our favorite Edmonton Oilers fan in the chat. What's up, Barbershop? Big Mac is here. Mod and longtime viewer, Big Mac in the chat. What's up, Big Mac? Braden Coots is here. What's up, Jacob? Nice to see you, my dude. Pink sunglasses. And then Cadet Dalton is here. Calvin 99 Charlie, speak of the man himself. There he is on the screen and in the chat. Skytrain Alfred is here. What's up, Skytrain Alfred? The next station is playoff hockey. Fangirl, another mod, is in the chat. What's up, Fangirl? Always good to have you. And then Prickfetti as well is in the chat. That is who we have on at least the YouTube window. Fangirl says, hey, 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 everybody. Hi, Prickfetti. Hi, Duncan. Hi, Calvin. And then Duncan's like, hey, Fangirl. Oh, Jake's Takes Hockey. What's up, Jake's Takes Hockey? Let's go, team. And then he's like, with a crazy smile. Hi, Jake. I don't think Russ gets enough credit for how sick his intro is. Thank you. You think it's fire, eh? I like it. I'm also currently double fisting, so I'm going to do a toast to evil. We're going to have some coffee. And we're going to have some water as well. And that coaster, remember last stream I was telling you the coasters are being so stupid. It's this Canucks coaster. It's supposed to keep my cup from creating rings on the table, but it just sticks to the cup and then it falls on the ground. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. You're in the intro, aren't you, Jake? Or did you not get on this show until Did you not get on the show until... All right. That's enough of that. Were you in the first season, or did I get you on here for the second season? I feel like you should be in the intro. Jake Stakes Hockey says, hi, fangirl. And then Prickvetti's like, Jake Stakes Hockey, Jake Stakes Hockey, Jake Stakes Hockey, Jake Stakes Hockey. And then Braden Coots is like, yo! High Peak Sunglasses, says fangirl. What's up, says Braden Coots. Howdy, Mr. Coots, says Prickvetti. Go Canucks, go! What's up, Kempner Canucks? Nice to see you, Rev Trev. I mean, Habs. Go, Habs, go. Go, Habs, go. Go, Habs, go. Go, Habs, go. Woo! The little mini Miku Koivu representing Canada's team. I guess they are Canada's team because they're Canadiens. A different form of Canuck. Yes. Yes. Go, Canadians, go. Go, Canucks, go. Hi, Kempner. Yo, Trev in the house. Duncan's here. Does Kane still play for the Nucks? Praise be, he does not. You can have him back for free. You don't even have to try and trade us for him. No. No, we broke up barbershop. It was a mess. It was messy. Probably going to end with a restraining order. Yep, I can see that happening. He'll be banned from Rogers Arena. He doesn't play anywhere. I got a new tattoo. Wow. What does it say? Tattoo hype. Russ, how old do you want your child to be before introducing them to Harry Potter, the book and movies? We're going to read the first Harry Potter book during the birth. That's what we're going to do. We're going to have the book out. And as Crystal is in labor, I'm going to read the first Harry Potter. We're going to step into the library and read it. Going to Orlando? Oh, fun. You're going to go to Disneyland or is it Disney World? Which one is it? Disneyland or Disney World? Let's go Canes! Skytrain Alfred cheering for the Canes, eh? Huh. Interesting. Have fun, Duncan. Matt, laugh out loud. Go Habs, go! The game is going to be tough. Yeah. Hey, y'all. Trevor Linden. And look at that. Calvin's peeking over Trevor Linden's shoulder. Hi there, Calvin. Bro, you should have used my baseball picture. That one looks better. Laugh out loud. I don't know. I like this one. You look tough. All I'm going to do is go to a Yeti store and a few places. Oh, okay. Is that like the place where they sell like coolers and stuff? Nice, Duncan. Yeti as in water bottle brand. There you go. Fangirl's asking the same question as me. Duncan's like, yes, my mom's obsessed with Yetis. Yo, what's shaking, everyone? Says Big Mac. How's it going, Big Mac? That's awesome, Duncan. Hi, Big Mac. Hey, Big Mac. Sup, fangirl? Sup, Duncan? Says Big Mac. Howdy, Big Mac, says Prickfetti. Going to Buc-ee's and maybe a fried chicken place. Fried chicken. We love some fried chicken. Sup, Fetty, says Big Mac. Alfred says, hey, sup. Even better, Duncan. Canada doesn't have Buckeyes. I'm here too. Yeah. Kempner Canucks in the house. What's up, Kempner Canucks? I wonder why I didn't show you in... Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay, that's weird. What's up, Kempner Canucks? It's new, my dude. I'm not Canadian, and we have to drive like 3 or 4 hours to get there. How could Russ forget Kempner? No. He wasn't on the thing when I... Because you guys, on the YouTube... Oh, that's the wrong button. On the YouTube window, you can see who's in the chat. And he wasn't there before. Sup, says Ryan Mellos. What's up, Ryan Mellos? Nice to see you. Russ is drinking an Americano. Laugh out loud. No, it's just a coffee. Just a coffee. In one of my Fortnite cups. Someday I'll show you guys one of my Fortnite videos. Habs, baby, says Tor. What's up, Tor? Nice to see you, my dude. That's mad. Laugh out loud. Anyone see that guy? Laugh out loud. Yeah, I did. And then I banned him immediately. How dare Russ not mention RevTrev? How rude. Yeah. All right. Somebody get the ruler out and smack me on the hand. Panther J Dub in the chat using his monthly membership message. Says, I need my Canes to respond, damn it. Fair enough, Panthers J Dub. Nice to have you. Thanks for using your monthly membership message. And then he follows it up by gifting a membership into the chat. And that one goes out to Ryan Mellis. There we go. We love to see it when a regular chat member gets the gifted membership. So thank you very much, Panthers J Dub. Congratulations, Mr. Ryan Mellis. We appreciate Panther J Dub gifting a membership, and congratulations, Ryan Mellis. Thank you for donating to Dobby's College Education Fund. We appreciate it. Panthers hype! Panthers hype! My current read is Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. Is that the fifth book? The fifth book? Let's go Habs! But being realistic, Canes might win this one. Still cheering for them. Canada, 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 Canada. Thank you, Calvin, using your monthly membership message. That's 16 months as a member for Calvin99 Charlie. That's crazy. 16 months. I'm going to have to add the 1 year one here pretty quick. I don't have a custom badge for 1 year yet, so we'll have to update that. I ignore ignorance. Coconut halves, coconut halves, coconut halves, coconut halves. That username was definitely not a nice one. It's worse than a swear word. Yep, that's why they now are not allowed to chat. Because we don't need that stuff. The trolls have shown up. No, Habs, no. No, Habs, no, says Alfred. Russ sniped him fast. Yeah. Okay. That's some dedication, eh? I've got it set up so only subscribers can talk, so. Let's go, Canes! Yeah, he probably said something mean. I don't speak Arabic. Yeah, and they were deleted immediately. I don't know what he said either. It's time Montreal gets caned. Give up the grudge. Better shut your mouth. Why you gotta judge everybody but yourself? Take a look around, cause there ain't nobody home. I may be a loser, but at least I'm not alone. Oh. The real storm is the Habs. Fair enough. Russell, I'd advise you to take an audiobook. Laugh out loud, JK. Then Skytrain Alfred using his monthly membership message. He's been a member for 15 months and he says 33 years, 33 years, 33 years. No Habs, no. No Habs, no. No Habs, no. I don't fucking care. Skytrain Alfred, you love to see it. Nice to have you. Let's go one for the teams. Let's go one for the teams. I agree. Let's go one for the teams. Yes, book 5, Russ. I can't stand unabridged. My current read is Collide by Ball Cabra. Well, heck, thanks for the sub. I think the Canes need a miracle. 0-4 so far. Some would say the Habs already swept the Canes. Laugh out loud. But anything can happen in the playoffs. Yes. That is true. Montreal beat Carolina 3 times already in the regular season. So the YouTube app gives me an option now to give a timeout length. Hasn't done that before. Interesting. Huh. Calvin, hi. Hi, Ryan. Hi, fangirl. Heck yeah, says Ryan. Yeah, that's a real author. Awesome, Duncan. I think Montreal is winning the series, says Braden Goose. Interesting. Huh. It's like great value icebreaker. But how many years for Carolina? What did they win it? Was it 2008 when they won it? So that is, what is that, 12 years? Yeah, I think that's 12 years. Speaking of storms, it has started raining here in Florida. What? It's a sunny day here in Canada and you're getting rain in Florida? is Umbridge the lady in pink. Let's go! Hey, Irvin, says Duncan. Habs Knights final. Leafs fans' worst nightmare. Either Marner wins a cup in his first season, leaving the laughs, or the Habs. Yes! Matthew Paul in the chat. What's up, Matthew Paul? It would be worst case scenario. Absolute worst case scenario for Toronto Maple Leafs fans. And we're here for it, right, Matt? I want to see who the picture is of. Who are you standing with? Are you the one in the Canucks jersey, Matthew? Rick Fetty, it's been 20 years. So it was 2006, not 2008. I don't know, Calvin. All I know is she sucks. If you don't like the Habs, then you don't like Canada. I might suggest you let that one marinate. Howdy, Irvin. Rick Fetty, 1-17 is their last in their last 18 Eastern Conference Finals. That's crazy. Well, looks like I hate Canada. That's a good record. Damn, God had some bangers, and the music us Canadians had in the 90s and early 2000s, we were spoiled. Yep. Yes, sir. It is. So who are you standing with, Matthew? That's Kirk McLean. Oh my God, that's great. Kirk McLean. I love it. Russ is blinding us with his forehead. Is it extra shiny today? I gotta get some powder on it, eh? Gotta dab it up. If she sucks, send her. Never mind. Does she? She does suck. Laugh out loud. 20 years, 06. All right, okay. 2006. Slick back Russ is the best Russ. Yeah, I'm just, lately with the length of my hair, it keeps on getting in my face, so we start off with the slick back. The drought for Carolina is as old as my big bro. Habs are hockey. What's up, y'all? What's going on, Scrafford? Nice to see you, my dude. I feel like I'm the only person on earth that doesn't know how the ending of Harry Potter series, but I'm only 2 books away from knowing. Fangirl, you've never read to the end? I thought you'd read them before. Well, I'll tell you, Frodo shows up riding an eagle. That's how it ends. I was just stating both teams have a long drought, but Montreal is way more cup totals. Yes, Montreal has more cups than anyone else. Matthew Paul, also a Hurricanes legend. That is true. Can I get a social logger, Rusty? I'll have one right up for you, brother. Nice to have you, Matt. Hope you're doing good, my dude. Anyways, Good Charlotte is like Gob, but American. Yeah, definitely, in that same pop punk genre. Lloyd, get me an ice cream and a root beer ready. I don't know, man. I don't know if Lloyd ever takes any kind of proper orders. He just lurks around back there and Lloyd, be gone. Trevor Linden. Oh, yes. Okay, thank God Trevor Linden's here. Oh, that was scary. What's up, Sir HCL? Nice to see you. The Rondor. Hi. Harry Potter, The Goblet of Fire is my favorite movie. Make good choices, says Matthew. Yes, listen to Matthew, everyone. Make good choices. Frodo, that is. Yes. Frodo from the Lord of the Rings. Nope, I've never read the series. Actually, not until this year. I'm in the bigger books of the series, though. Yeah, they get thicker as they go. Fangirl, at the end, Harry gives up wizardry and becomes an EDM artist who performs at raves. Yeah, that also happens. And then Frodo is his hype man. I heard Vancouver might get a baseball team. Maybe it was clickbait. I would say it's more likely that it is a mayor trying to get some good news around him. Is it like election season? MLB team, yeah. Good one, Irvin. Ryan Reynolds might be buying that MLB team. He would need some partners. MLB teams are very, very expensive. Even Ryan Reynolds doesn't have enough money. My head peeping over Trevor Linden's shoulder is hilarious. Laugh out loud. I'm like photobombing the picture or whatever. Laugh out loud. Okay. Let's have a look at the stats. So as we mentioned, game 1, Montreal defeated Carolina 6-2. It should be noted that 4 of those goals came in the first period. It was 4-1 after the first period of play. They did score 2 goals in the third period as well, but one of those was an empty netter. This Slavkovsky goal was an absolute beauty, though, so that should be noted. So 6-2 was the first game between these two teams. Nick Suzuki now leads the Montreal Canadiens in points. He's got 16 points so far through the playoffs. Alex Newhook, their second-line center, has 7 goals. He's got 2 Game 7 winners, which is pretty crazy. Nick Suzuki, 12 of his 16 points are assists. Taylor Hall, 12 points so far. They've only played 9 games, so that is still pretty impressive. Logan Stankoven now has 7 goals. He did not score in this first game between these teams. And then Taylor Hall, 9 of his 12 points are assists. That is, and Logan Stankoven and Taylor Hall have been the best line with Mr. Blake for the Carolina Hurricanes. So that's something to watch for. They play tonight. They play in, and that's the thing about both the Eastern and the Western Conference Finals. You can see 2-day gap, 2-day gap, 2-day gap, 2-day gap, 2-day gap. So there is no extra rest here between the two finals. When it comes to team stats, Montreal is 6th best in the playoffs with power play at 24.1%. The Carolina power play has been crap. There is no other way to put it. They're 12th out of 16 teams. There is only 4 teams left. 12.8% is not a good percentage. However, they did compensate with a very good penalty kill. They are at 95.2%. That is second best in the entire playoffs. Penalty kill wise, that's kind of letting the Montreal Canadiens down. 75%, that's 13th. So that's kind of interesting to see what will happen. Can the power play for the Montreal Canadiens keep on going, or will it have difficulty with this high-powered penalty kill and vice versa? Can this power play get a little bit better because this penalty kill was bad? It sure helped Colorado when they were playing against Minnesota. Colorado's power play was crap. Then they played Minnesota and just rocketed off. Face-off wise, very polar opposites again. The Montreal Canadiens are at 53.8%. That's third best in the playoffs, whereas the Carolina Hurricanes are 13th, 46.9%. That's not a good percentage. And then when it comes to offense and defense, Carolina, not great offensively, not terrible. This is average, right? 8 and 9 would be average. So they got 2.89, and then they are the best defensive team so far. But they did give up 6 goals in their first game. Montreal hanging around in a similar position for goals for and goals against. 3.27 goals for per game. That's 6th best, and 2.67. So not terrible defensively either. So it should be interesting to see how these two teams view each other after that first game. Suzuki, Slavkovsky, Caulfield, and Newhook are your top 4 scorers for the Montreal Canadiens, all with 10+ points. Slavkovsky finally has some goals at 5-on-5. Like I said, he scored an absolute beauty in game 1 with looked like a hack. Lane Hudson, who did not appear on any of the list above, but he's got 2 goals and 12 assists, 14 points, doing his best Cale Makar, Quinn Hughes impersonation, leading the defense by a mile. Gooley, not too bad, though, with 7 points as well. And if we look at the Carolina Hurricanes, like I said, this has been the best line so far for the Carolina Hurricanes. It's Hall, it's Blake, it's Stankoven. They've only played 9 games, 12 points, 11 points, and 8 points. But it does fall off Aho, Jarvis have been struggling a little bit to find their offense. So it'll be, if this top line can start producing, that'll be trouble for the Montreal Canadiens. We'll have to wait and see what happens tonight. And then when it comes to the defense, not even close. Lane Hudson has 14 points. The best scoring defenseman on the Hurricanes is Keandre Miller, and he's only got 6 points in 9 games. So not even close here. We'll have to wait and see how they can turn things around. Freddie Anderson has played every single game so far. Some people were talking about how he didn't look great in the first game, and I didn't think he looked great. I don't think he's the reason they lost. I mean, all we got to do is have a second to look at the goal visualizers for the Montreal goals here. Like, let's have Cole Caulfield. Lots of space, lots of time. Backdoor play, scores, right? Then we look at the Philip Deneau. You'll notice a theme here. Wait for it. Breakaway. Right? Texier. He's going to be left all alone in the slot. So they were scoring from some very high quality spots, right? Another breakaway. So there's 2 breakaway goals, 2 backdoor plays. So that's why I would say yes. Freddie did appear to not play as well as he had, because obviously so far in the playoffs, he's got a .932 save percentage. He did not have a .932 save percentage in that last game. And we did see Jacob Fowler come in for a little bit of a game against the Buffalo Sabres, but Dobes has been playing the majority of the game, so he will also get the start. So on upon that, let's have a look at the starting lineups. This is from Alert NHL. Lineups de la Nuit NHL. So we've got Svechnikov, Aho, and Jarvis still the top line. We got that Logan Stankov and Taylor Hall and Jackson Blake line that has been on fire. Jordan Stahl, the captain of the Hurricanes, will be playing with Ehlers and Martinuk. And then Jankowski, who had some big goals early in the playoffs, will be playing with Robinson and Carrier. And then we've got Jakob Slavin and Jalen Chatfield, former Canuck, playing together on the top pair. The highest scoring defenseman on the team, Keandre Miller and Sean Walker, playing together. And then Shane Gostisbehere and Alexander Nikishin will be playing together. Looks like the top power play unit for the Carolina Hurricanes will be the same as it has been. Jarvis, Aho, Ehlers, Gostisbehere, and Svechnikov. And then Ehlers gets double duty, playing on both power play units with Stankov and Hall, Blake, and Miller. So it's essentially the second line plus Ehlers and Miller. When it comes to the Montreal Canadiens, you got Nick Suzuki playing together with Cole Caulfield and Yura Slavkovsky. You got Jake Evans playing with Demidov and Alex Newhook. Philip Deneau playing with Texier and Josh Anderson. And then Oliver Kapanen, who has been in and out of the lineup, but did play pretty damn well last game, so he is still in. And he'll be centering a line with Zach Bolduc and Kirby Dach. And then on defense, you got Noah Dobson with Mike Matheson. You got Struble with Hudson, and then Gooley and Carrier on the bottom pair. Jakob Dobes getting the start. Slavkovsky, Suzuki, Demidov, Caulfield, and Hudson. One hell of a first power play unit. See if they can get some juice going tonight. And then Bolduc, Dach, Newhook, Texier, and Dobson on your second power play unit. Cool. So those are the lineups. Those are the stats. Let's hop back into the bar. And we'll jump back and chat for a second. Calvin, the ending of the Goblet of Fire was insane. In that book, at least. And Hermione works. I just had breakfast 45 minutes ago. What? Did you sleep in? What? How did you have breakfast? Did you just have breakfast for dinner? Is that what's going on? Service 35 men a day. Wait, what, Irvin? I had breakfast hours ago. I had my first bite of real calories like half an hour ago. Classic teenager, not eating anything until the afternoon, eh? The ending of that movie was my favorite because at the time, Robert Pattinson was whatever his name was the high cause of Twilight. So seeing him get deleted was awesome. That's funny. So petty, and I love it. You hated Twilight, so you loved seeing his character die. That's funny. I bet, Calvin. I never even read Twilight either. I'll be tackling that series at some point. My boy, Linus Carlson. And Atu Ratu scored another goal at the okay, looks like they're about to do the national anthems. My boy. Oh yeah, you were talking about when the dad, yeah. That's really dark, Calvin. Fireborn Knights is here. What's up, Fireborn Knights? Chilling! Woo! Soul Search Guru is here, and he wants Montreal to win. I dare to teach your wife to say la 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 la. 34 ratty hits different than 54 ratty. Yep. Dobesh. 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 Jakob Dobesh. Jakob Dobesh. What would I do without J? I would pronounce everything wrong. Can't believe that I am this. Go Habs. I'm saying this. Go Habs. Go. Wave. What's up, Calvin? What's up, Callum? What's up, Jay? What's up, Derek? Welcome to the stream, boys. What's up, Emmanuel? Yo, what's going on, everyone? I may be tackling the Martian soon. Fangirl? Yes, Duncan. But I can't find it anywhere. One difference is Montreal played Tampa and Buffalo, two really good teams. Carolina played Sens and Flyers, almost gifted this conference final. Yeah, you could say the same thing pretty much for Colorado in the first round too, right? At least, like they were gonna beat LA no matter what. Like that was a foregone conclusion, right? All right. Okay, it looks like they're doing the American national anthem. So let's update this. So it says first period. And we will update this game clock as well. So we're all ready to go. Neat. I have that book. Try Amazon. Very different paths. Hi, Absolute Fairy. What bookstores are you near, Duncan? Books a million in Port Charlotte and Bradenton, and a Barnes & Noble in Sarasota. Dobesh. Those are cities in my neck of Florida. I'd try there first. If not, try Amazon to get the physical book or buy Kindle and get it on there. It might be handy for you, as you have said you're joining the military. Yep, I am, but it won't be for another 3 years. Also, I am now a high school sophomore. I see, Duncan. And Duncan, try Artemis by Andy Weir. It's about the moon and people who live there, but just in the book. Cool. Andy certainly likes space, huh? Laugh out loud. Calvin's still on the bar. Laugh my ass off. Laugh out loud. Yes, he does, Duncan. Yeah, I wanted my baseball one, but he thinks I look more meaner. Laugh out loud. Yeah.
You look like a tough SOB in that one. Dobash. Dobash. I've been vibing. Vegas Golden Knights winning games. I know. Holy cow. Up 2-0 on Colorado. Notice who is in my pick. Is that the Golden Eyes? It looks like 3 of the Golden Eyes. Jay, who is it? Which 3 Golden Eyes is that? It's too small for me to identify. Connie is here. What's up, Connie? Hi, everyone. www. Wave! Wave! What's up, Zach? You cheering for Montreal tonight? All right. Puck is dropped on the first period of play. We're underway in Carolina. Carolina pokes the puck through the neutral zone. Now they got a partial break. Jackson Blake puts it in the front of the net. Chopped wide by Stankoven. Montreal now picks it up in their own end. Demidov with a pass into the neutral zone. That one gets kicked down low. Newhook moves in on the forecheck. Can't get to it first. Demidov pokes at it, but can't control. And Carolina will take it in their own zone. Taking their sweet time as everyone already gets a change in. Early change here for both teams. Derek's got all of the Hurricanes in the chat. Carolina plays it around the boards. Intercepted there by Hudson. He'll play it up the near side boards. Picked up by his teammate Slavkovsky, who moves through center. Makes a move at the blue line. Moves down through all the way behind the net. Tries to make a pass out front. That one's intercepted. And Martinook moves it out. Pass up to the blue line, but they're going to call it offside. As he received the pass, but both of his skates were into the zone already, and then he brought the puck in. So yeah, Jackson Blake with a good foray to start this game. Got a pass across, but a great stick by Matheson. Oh, I didn't see Matheson actually get a stick on that, preventing the pass from getting onto the back door. I have 113 subs. Congrats, Duncan. I need 887 more to be relevant. But 500, you can start doing memberships. For the people in the chat, go Canes, go! Derek is cheering for the Canes. You love to see it. Montreal throws it towards the net. That one's intercepted and moved out by Carolina as Aho moves it through center. And they chop it into the Canadian zone. Now Aho moves onto it, retrieves it, plays it down behind the net. Jarvis has it there. He spins and throws it behind the net, but nobody was there. So Montreal will easily pick it up and start skating out. Carrier gets to the red line. He'll dump it in, takes a bump. Anderson doesn't stop behind his net. Puck comes up the far side boards. Carolina moves it through center. They'll get it in over the Montreal blue line and poke it into the far side corner. Russ, what's your stance on the UFO files that have been dropped? I'm starting not to believe in UFOs. I'm not sure why. Carolina scores! Oh, I don't have the Carolina Hurricanes all queued up. Oh, no. I don't have a thing to... I want to talk about UFOs. I think I've got a Carolina one, right? Yeah, there we go. Nope. Nope. Hurricane scores! A shot from the slot. Tipped and dribbles in. What a weird tip. Huh. Just like that. Carolina takes an early lead, which is a worst case scenario for Montreal. They really needed to score first, I think. So one shot, one goal here for Carolina. Montreal will move it right back in, though. Goal, woo! Howdy hockey, hi hockey. Hey Prickfetti and Fangirl. Damn, just trickled in. Grrr. Ooh. Hurricanes. 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 They will need that goal. I don't care who wins. Just here for the vibes. Just show Giant Calvin when Carolina scores. What's up, Doodle Hockey? How's it going, Jacob? Welcome to the stream, my dude. How are things? Enjoying all this playoff hockey? Hey, Swervin says hockey. Cadet, you are relevant even if you don't have a bunch of subs. And don't forget that your subs are individual people, bro. Hi, Doodle. Hey, Doodle Hockey. Hey, Hockey from Home. Why, Irvin Gotti? Why, laugh out loud? Ah! Emmanuel. For those people in chats, go Canes, go! Swervin saying evil. Sick, honestly, but I'm trucking along. Bro, I'm sorry to hear that. Is it the allergies and the sickness? Oh, block shot picked up again. Carolina chopped towards the net. That one's blocked as well. Oh, the Montreal Canadiens player. Did he lose a blade? No, he might be hurt. Oh, and it chopped it towards the front of the net. Jarvis puts it to the side, and Kostisberg couldn't finish the backdoor play. I think Slavkovsky might be hurt. Puck comes down low. Anderson chops to the side, so Anderson. It was. Freddie Anderson chopped it away from other Anderson. There's two Andersons. Another block by Matheson. Carolina back in on the forecheck. This top line causing Montreal fits. Puck chopped up the boards, knocked down by Carolina. They'll play it down low. Svechnikov now tries me. He tries that. He almost did a goddamn Michigan. Slavkovsky just tried a Michigan in the Eastern Conference Finals. What the hell is going on? I always wanted someone to score one of those in a big game. That's crazy. He didn't score, but he tried. That was crazy. Did anyone else see that? Am I tripping? All right. Carolina, 4 shots already. Montreal hasn't got a single shot on Freddie Anderson yet. That tripped me out. Anderson chops it away from Anderson. It's like PD all over again. Montreal brings it in, passes out of the reach. And Carolina will move it out immediately. Stahl tries to get the puck, but can't. Doc moves it out now. Gets it deep. Chatfield backtracking. Hits Doc into the boards. Hall arrives on the scene. Pokes it away. But Doc is now there. Kicking away at the puck. Bolduc is there as well. Chatfield spins and almost falls. Puck gets jarred free by Montreal. They'll skate it back to the blue line. Hudson now fires it. Oh no, it's Carey. Fires it towards the front of the net. Now a weak shot towards the front of the net. And Chatfield will chip it off the boards and all the way down the ice. And that's going to be an icing call against the Carolina Hurricanes. Learn the rules. I answered your question. Scroll up. Who is in my pick? Jay, I do not see your answer. Are you sure? No, I don't see it, bro. It's not in chat. I don't know why it's not showing up, my dude. Yeah, it has not appeared in my chat. Hey, Russ, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much of a douchebag is Carter Hart in your opinion? A 12. 13? At least a 13. Slap me, Slavkovsky. Oh, shit. Oh, I saw that shit. Haha. Not tripping. It was real. Okay, thank you, Pickfetti. I was worried there for a minute. Dope. 10 for douche, 12 for skill, though. I have hometowns in gastropub and a gastropub. Dobesh will grab it. Hang on. Really excited for the combine coming soon. Yeah. Do you think the combine changes anything for anyone, Jacob, or is it just kind of to reaffirm? Should be in jail, I think. Yeah. I hope we win next game or else we are done. Yes, if you guys go down 3-0, it's over. Hey, Russell, good to see you. What's up, Hockey from Home? Nice to see you, my dude. Hendrick's son, Walter, named to Canada's U20 national team. Try to go to Michi. Try to go for the Michi, yeah. Soccer, that is. Yeah, isn't that crazy? Hendrick's kid trying to play for Canada's, or will be playing for Canada's U20 national team. Face-off win by Carolina, but a block shot. Davidoff with some bursts of speed. 2-on-1 develops. Oh, and then a good defensive play by Carolina. Looks like Taylor Hall took the puck away from him, but are they calling? What are they calling? Davidoff getting into it with Miller. The refs arrive to separate them. They're hanging on to each other. Is Montreal getting a power play then? It's not very clear. Yes, okay, so they are. I need something to build for this development project. Is the draft combine in NHL 26? I don't think so. Just click X a bunch of times and you do a bunch of push-ups and shit. Subway Surfers is addicting. That stank. Yep. Logan Stankoven with the interference call on Caden Gooley. So, in fact, the Montreal Canadiens will be going to the power play. How will their power play fare against the second best penalty kill in the league? Holy cow. Montreal has not won a single faceoff either yet. That's wild. They've only had 5, granted, but you don't see 100% when it comes to faceoffs very often. 8 hits, 2 block shots, 3 giveaways. That has been all Carolina through the first, 7.5 minutes of this game? Crazy. It'll be a 5-on-4 power play for the Montreal Canadiens. Habs started hot last game, too. Nope, don't panic. Habs PP everywhere for 2 minutes. Got a root beer float for you. Elves in Tolkien World aren't short. Yeah, isn't that weird? Fangirl, call me Derek. I'm legless then. Laugh out loud. That's true. Sounds good, Derek. Fangirl, I have a book to recommend to you. What's that, Duncan? A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I have that book, Duncan. Oh, fuck. Hi, Connie. Sorry, I didn't know. Fangirl, my name is Derek Wang. I see a number 29. All right, play is underway. Carolina takes the puck and clears it down the ice, though. Montreal will have to start from their own zone. Picked up by Hudson. He'll drop it back. Skating onto the puck is Nick Suzuki. Splits his own teammates, puts it to Caulfield on the near side boards. Caulfield tries to pass across. That one gets knocked down by Carolina, and they'll chop it all the way down the ice. Dobesh will stop it behind his own net. Hudson starts out, passes to the side for Slavkovsky, who drops it back. Nick Suzuki skates onto it, brings it over the blue line. Tries to backhand it down low. Carolina, though, seals it off at the blue line. Suzuki kicks it, but Carolina will take it now. Skating in to the Montreal zone. Miller passes it back to the blue line. Dobesh will play it to the side for Demidov. Hudson now slows up. His teammates are changing. They're bringing on the second power play unit. Texier does a little lap in his own zone before starting out through center. Brings it over the blue line. Stops up just inside the blue line. Throws it to the near side corner for Doc, who puts it back to the blue line. Chop back down. Ends up going around behind the net. Carolina gets there first. Tries to play it past Texier, but that one will bounce away from him. Now comes to the near side boards. Carolina gets there first, and they clear it down the ice. Dobesh cues it up in his own zone for Noah Dobson, who plays it deep back into his own zone for Texier. Texier gets the center, passes to the near side for Doc. That one's poked away. Now Carolina with a partial break, coming back the other way, shorthanded. Shot to the front of the net. Dobesh makes the save. And Martina crashes in on Dobesh a little bit there. JT Quitter, noise. JT Quitter. JT Quitter. Don't mind me just laying some cable at the moment. Fair enough. Not the best PP so far, no. And Dobesh does hang on to that. Is Dobesh related to Dobberton? W. Trevor Linden. Learn the rules. There is a very real chance. Well, that'll do it. Montreal will run out of time on that power play. 0 shots. No shots on the power play. No shots in the game. So a tough start for Montreal here. Doby is greater than Dobesh. Dobesh. Montreal does control, though, after the power play is over. Throws it around the boards. That gets away from them. Oh, kept into the blue line. Pass to the side. Pass back in front. They score! First shot of the game, and the Montreal Canadiens. Anderson puts it in the back of the net on a nice give and go to the front of the net. And Josh Anderson makes no mistake putting it by Freddie Anderson into the top corner of the net. Habs score! Boom. Who keeps that in at the blue line? Philip Deneau with a beautiful hold at the blue line. Hall can't get it out. Oh, it's Gooley for Deneau. Over for Anderson. And it's 1-1. Can you believe that? First shot of the game. Go. Beauty, go! Go. And Skytrain Evans like, what the fuck? After not getting a shot on their power play, they score on their first shot of the game. That's crazy. Looking like the old Knucks out there. Also, first shot, laugh out loud. Russ missed the opportunity to have Dobby make an appearance on Headspace Hockey. That is true. But he was sleeping. Carolina brings it in. Pass across, looking for the backdoor play, but Martin didn't get the puck. On a good stick there from Montreal. Hey, guys. Go. Oh! Jesso Felden Music. What's up, Jesso Felden Music? Nice to see ya. Welcome to the stream. I copied and pasted my response. I don't know what to tell you, Jay. It's not showing up in my chat right now. I have not seen it. I do not have any unread messages. So I don't know what to tell you. That's weird, bro. Hi, Jess, says Fangirl. Here to remind you that Vancouver gave away the pick Columbus used to select Josh Anderson in the second round. Why? Swerve and Irvin, why would you do that? I don't need to be reminded about our shoddy past. The pain is over now. We have the Sedins. Fucking post. What the fuck is the Habs mascot supposed to be? A steaming bowl of poutine? Or a beef sandwich? WTF. What's his name? Youpie. His name is Youpie. I think he was originally the mascot for the Montreal Expos. Yeah, the Montreal Expos baseball team. He's the first Canadian mascot inducted into the Mascot Hall of Fame. Back to the bar. I don't see your response. Yeah, isn't that weird? Yeah, I don't know what's going on, dude. Nobody can see it. Puck kept in at the blue line by Carolina. Shot to the front. That one's knocked down. And they'll chop it down the ice. Sheffield gets to it. Plays it away from Newhook. Behind the net. Carolina will flip it down the ice now. Matheson tries to glove it down. Ends up skating onto it. Stops behind his own net. Hall comes in. Falls. Now Matheson passes it up to the blue line. Montreal plays it through center, but that one's intercepted and played back down into the Canadian zone. But that one's picked up immediately by Noah Dobson, who will play it behind the net. Backhander out to neutral zone by Montreal. Got the Dano Anderson Texie line out once again. The goal scores. One shot, one goal. They only have one shot, and there's only just over 5 minutes left to go. It's crazy. And all we got was Samuel Paulson as a rental. I don't even remember who that is. Quid Hughes and JD Quitter should make kids the ultimate poor sport babies. I don't know if that's how that works. Because it's like this, right? They wouldn't be able to make a baby. They will play for every team. Cross-check fucker. Skytrain Alpha not happy about the cross-checks out there. Minnesota will be screwed over big time if Quid Hughes doesn't resign or forces Minnesota to trade for his brothers in order to re-sign him. Yep. What do you think? Is he going to re-sign in Minnesota or will he quit on them as well? All right, let's have a look at this goal visualizer now that we have a second here. So puck kept in at the blue line beautifully. Who kept in at the blue line? It was Gooley. So Gooley keeps it in at the blue line, passes for Dano. Dano puts it to the front net for Josh Anderson, who tips it in past Freddie Anderson. Yeah, Taylor Hall gets it on the boards, flips it back to the blue line, but that one's kept in. Gooley over for Dano, and then Anderson goes to the net. Gets it by Anderson. That's crazy. Paulson was Anaheim's third C in their cup-winning year. And so we thought he could be a good player for us. And he wasn't. Who plays on the Canadiens top line? Dunno. I can tell you. I will show you, in fact. Suzuki, Caulfield, and Slavkovsky. That's your top line. Suzuki, Slavkovsky, and Caulfield. Just so you know. Okay, Montreal has also, remember when I said it was weird that Montreal had not won a single faceoff? They were 0 for 5. They've won the last 3 faceoffs. So they've finally woken up. Back to the bar. Hughes says he wants to resign. I mean, but do we believe him? Ah, well, it's on Twitter X anyways. Okay. Did you send it to me on Twitter? Okay, let me check. Oh, there it goes. Jen Gardner, Michelle Carvinen, and Nina Jop Smith. You'll love to see it. Here, guys. There's a better view of Jay's picture. Hanging out with Jen Gardner, Michelle Carvinen, and Nina Jop Smith, and 3-time women's Olympic gold medalist and 2026 PWHL draft eligible Megan Augusta. Isn't that crazy? So she's going to go into the draft this year. Jay Buckoff hanging out with some Know My Profile. There you go. We got you. Didn't know was supposed to be a dad joke, Rusty. Haha. Haha. We supposed to... Dunno. Yeah, Dunno is not on there. Oh, Bolduc comes in and grabs a guy. Struble doesn't know why he's getting a call against him. He's upset. And then there's some autographs on the hat. Cool, right? Van Isle says he will quit. Yeah, you can't grab Svechnikov like that. He will throw himself to the ground, and he does. It looks like Struble is going to get a penalty for it. So the Carolina Hurricanes, I have not stopped the clock. Whoopsie doodles. 3:24 left to go here. When we get back from the commercial break, the Carolina Hurricanes will go to their first power play of the game, looking to restore their 1-goal lead before the end of the period. Question is, how much will the Wild pay for him? I know, that's the thing. Listen, like, is Quinn Hughes the kind of person you can see signing for anything less than the most on a team? He's going to ask for $17 million, right? Can you justify paying Kaprizov and Hughes $17 million? You have $34 million tied up between 2 players. And knowing Hughes, he'll probably ask for $18 million until he's on New Jersey. New Jersey. Wild doesn't have a lot of cap space, but they have 2 expensive vets they can dump. Didn't New Jersey not have enough assets to trade for Quinn Hughes when Rutherford was working trades for him? Correct. Or was that fabricated? No. The best deal came from Minnesota. They were the most desperate team. They gave away 4 first-round assets, 3 first-round players, and a first-round pick. If Quinn Hughes doesn't resign, that will be messed up. There will be a win for the Canucks. Fangirl GMs didn't want to pay the price without the promise of an extension. Yeah. Because they're like, oh, he quit on the Canucks. I guess he'll probably just quit on me too, right? But he can't even talk about it until July 1. Yeah. I see, Irvin. Thanks for explaining. I think the Wild will drop Foligno and Tarasenko to keep Hughes. Yeah, because aren't they both... I think Tarasenko is on his last year, isn't he? Which is why fans, Detroit and New Jersey fans, are mad as fuck. Yep. But this is the thing. Think about that too. Think about where were they the weakest? And it was their forwards. They don't have enough forwards. And all of a sudden, they're going to have to drop more forwards and have lack of depth, which is going to kill them. It's crazy. Magic Gaming YouTube, happy Matthews days until McKenna is a Leaf. Okay, Maggie, I want to ask you a question. Would you be all right with drafting McKenna? Would you be all right with drafting McKenna? What do you think? All right. Montreal clears the puck down the ice. Carolina does not have a shot on this power play yet. But they have won the last 2 faceoffs now. Hope you're all well. What's up, Andrew? Nice to see you, my dude. I think Hughes will sign for $11 million. Really? That's it? Marcus says he wants his brother to come back to win a cup. $11 million? You think he'll sign for just $11 million to win a cup? I don't think he gives a crap. Pass down low. Back up to Ehlers. He skates in to the top of the faceoff circle. Takes a shot. Block saved by Dobish. Laugh out loud. I feel Leafs will draft Stenberg. Leafs love Swedes. Huh. Things could get interesting. Looks like Svechnikov might be going to the box. That's funny. Svechnikov dives, draw a penalty, and then takes a penalty. Yeah, Magic Gaming, it's going to be weird, right? Who knows what your team is going to do? Yeah, right into the boards. Svechnikov is an idiot. Hits Josh Anderson right in the numbers. Head first into the boards. So now it'll be 4-on-4 for 21 seconds. And then the Montreal Canadiens will have a 1:39 power play. Bad boy Svetch. 2 minutes in the box. Then you feel shame. Who would you draft if you were the Canucks? This is the thing, is it's so hard to say, Maggie. If Stenberg's available at 3, I would take him in a heartbeat. Because if you guys take McKenna, and then San Jose takes a defenseman, and Stenberg's still there, I would draft Stenberg. But we do have to wait and see what the Sharks do. They're the wild card in this whole situation now at the top of the draft. Hi, Andrew, this is Fangirl. Barney Stinson. All right. Montreal back to the power play. Just over 1:30. As you can see, the clock going the wrong way. Puck behind the net. Pass around behind the net. Suzuki tries to put it up front for Slavkovsky. Gets blocked. Now Freddie Anderson's lost his stick. Canadians trying to kick his stick away from him. Pass across for Demidov. He puts it down low. Puck right through for a backdoor play, but it goes through the crease and out the other side. Now a pass back to the blue line. That's a bad one, and Demidov has to recover it right around the center ice line. Demidov now plays it back outside the blue line again, so Montreal's got to regroup. That's some sloppy play at the blue line twice now by Montreal on this power play. 45 seconds left to go. I don't even have it running. Why isn't it running? 35 seconds left to go on the Montreal power play. Aho now brings it in, loses it right at the Montreal blue line. Suzuki with a pass across the middle of the ice. And then a given away puck, and it's a 2-on-1 shorthanded. Jarvis and Aho. And Jarvis takes a one-timer, a wild one-timer, and ends up missing the net. Shot to the front of the net. Wow. So the period ends. Montreal has another 16 seconds. Montreal, man, it's like they're trying to give this game away. That's crazy. And we're into the first intermission. Okay, we're going to do some puzzles now. We do our Puckdoku and our HERTL. So get your thinking caps on, because I need your help. Oh, speaking of Swedes, be aggressive. Be aggressive. It would take a lot to do that, Andrew. Yeah, I got a funny feeling. Canucks will, Andrew. I still think we end up with two top 3 picks. Interesting. Very interesting draft. Usually you know who will go in the top 3. Correct. I don't know if San Jose might trade for Nyes. But why would they trade for, I don't know if they will. They don't need another forward. That's the problem. In theory, hell yeah. In practice, very risky. Brain hat on. Nothing is perfect. Canucks land second period. Yeah, Canucks land will be here for the second period or second intermission. Intermission or this one. Second intermission. Yeah. Which reminds me, I need to update this so it says first intermission now. Oh yeah. Cool. Get your thinking caps on, everyone. Here we go. Here's the Puckdoku puzzle of the day. So speaking of Swedes, we've got a whole section of Swedes. So we need to know who played for the Detroit Red Wings and the New York Rangers, for the Dallas Stars and the New York Rangers, and who had 30 plus points in a season for the New York Rangers. Then we've got the Oilers and the Detroit Red Wings, the Dallas Stars and the Edmonton Oilers. The Edmonton Oilers, 30 plus. And then born in Sweden for Detroit, born in Sweden for Dallas, and a 30 plus point player for Sweden. Canucksland is interrupting this to do another 12-hour stream. What will you do when the NHL is done? World Cup? So Maggie will move on to our off season, which will be bringing in a lot of the people we've brought on during the season. So we'll have a bunch of our guests on to talk about the season and have a look ahead to the next season. And we're probably going to do a bunch of NHL 26 content as well. Rangers and Red Wings, Andrew Kopp. 7%, not bad, not bad. I'll pass. Every answer I've done on these is 0%. Laugh out loud. Rangers and Stars, Brad Richards. Not bad, 5%. Zetterberg for Sweden and Detroit. Yeah, there you go. Brett Hull. Mike Smith. I'll do that one. I love Detroit. Rangers and Stars, Sean Avery. Oh, sorry, I already filled that one out. Sweden, Dallas, Fabian Brunstrom. %. He doesn't even have a damn picture, Swervin. That's crazy. Brony Hronik for the 23rd and the 23rd and 34th for second. Maybe. Stars, Red Wings, Brett Hull. There is no Stars, Red Wings. Edmonton and Detroit, Edmonton and Dallas. Mike Smith played for Oilers and Dallas. Okay, there we go. I wasn't sure which one you were talking about, because I have to be more specific. Mike Smith. There we go. Boom. 4%. Good one. That's a good one, Maggie. Servin's got the sunglasses on. You guys are flying through this one. Oops. Haha. Rip high number. I should have said Johan Franzen for Detroit Swedish. It's not too bad, man. 14% ain't bad. Detroit and Edmonton. Or 30-point season for any of these. Someone who had a... Did Talbot play for Detroit? Cam Talbot? I I don't know. I can't put it in unless you're sure. Did Sean Avery score 30 points for the Rangers? It's double of second place. Calvin's beating himself up now. He's having flashbacks. How about we go with Rangers 30th? Zabinajad? I want to make sure I'm doing this right. Ooh, not a bad one. Okay, I'm gonna do this one. Ooh, yeah! Born in Sweden, 30 points. Alexander Edler. Sam Gagner. Do you have your reaction to the lottery somewhere? I do. Here, I'll put it in chat for you guys. I can't play it for you. Oh no, I can. Hang on. Sweden, 30 points. Henrik Sedin. I have a feeling. Ooh, Marty McSorley for Coilers and Wings. .7% is insane. Woo! Oh my god! There we go.
Who gets the first pick of the draft?
Drop the, not working.
Who gets the first pick of the draft?
Drop the ball.
12. The number 12. The Toronto Maple Leafs have won the NHL draft lottery, and Matt Sundin is smiling ear to ear. One day after the official announcement, it appears, but now to make it official, Pam Kelleher and Deputy Commissioner Bill Daly.
I can confirm it is official.
It's rigged. This bald son of a bitch just won the goddamn drop lottery. You gotta be kidding me, right?
Nothing is.
Yeah. I was not happy about it. All right, back to the Puckdoku. Are McSorley for Oilers and Wings? I don't think McSorley ever played for the Wings. Sam Gagne. Gagne. Oh yeah, sorry, I gotta put that in here. Gagner. Ooh, a 0.9%. That's a good one too. Doug Waite, Oilers and Red Wings. Total guess. I can't go with total guesses. Nope. Not Doug Waite. Just remembered. How do you feel the Sedins are back in Vancouver? I'm stoked, Maggie. I'm so stoked. Who played for Edmonton and Detroit? Matt Sundin's smug ass face. I hate it. AKA Bitsy Hoots. Ascorbic acid each day keeps the hangover away. 14%, bruh. Oh, what are we gonna do? I'm trying to think. Who played for Edmonton and Detroit? Nobody goes from the Oilers to the Red Wings. Detroit doesn't take losers. Haha! Fried egg sandwich. Think. Adam Earn. Can you hang a photo of Lottery Bill 12? Laugh out loud, JK. No, I won't do that. Mike Smith. So Mike Smith, because this is Puckdoku, we can't put him here as well. Because it can't be the same across the board. Put nobody, laugh out loud. Bill Ranford. Says Prickfetti. All right, let's try Ranford. Oh, it's loading. Why is it loading? Huh? Is it broken? Why is the game broken? There we go. Ooh, and it does work. Uniqueness score 39. Is this the best score we've ever had? Holy cow, we're all the way down here. Bill Ranford. Oh, it's Paul Coffey. Paul Coffey! It's Paul Coffey. It's crazy how the Leafs won when the Canucks really needed it. Laugh out loud. It's not funny! Dan Cleary. Oh, that would have been a good one too. Cam Talbot, have faith. Will you react to the World Cup when NHL is over? No, we won't be doing any World Cup coverage here. Just hockey here, Maggie. Look at this. Oh, Zibanejad is the most common pick. Isn't that weird? We had Zibanejad. Coffee was the most common one for Detroit versus Matt Sundin, born in Sweden, was the most common one. Klinberg, Lindstrom, Kane. Did Kane play for the Rangers? Where the hell did Patrick Kane play for the Rangers? Yager, who played for every team. Corey Perry. McDavid. Lindstrom, Klinberg. Lumley. Kalamensky. Turkett. McClelland. Shore. Kovalenko. Olesen. Holmquist. And Arvidsson. Crazy, right? Look at this. It's a 0%. 0% uniqueness. 6 people got that. Crazy. Average uniqueness was 86%. Your uniqueness, 40. That's crazy. Okay, we're going to have to do HERTL pretty quick today. We're running out of time, so let's move on to that. All right, here's the silhouette, people. Who is this? Ross, I looked it up on Google. Adam Graves, what's up? What's up, 3GGH? Threeghead. Adam Graves. The Fabian Brunstrom poll did the heavy lifting. Coffee is too common. How is he 5% then? How is Mika 5% then? Yeah, isn't that weird? I guess there were so many people. Kane was a rental in 2023. That's crazy. I don't even remember that. I would have said Matt Sundin, but I don't like him anymore. Kane was traded to the Rangers from Chicago. Interesting. Got reunited with Panarin, and Chicago went on to win the Bedard lottery. Ah. Common Russ Egghead is his name. What's up, Colin? Gritty. Howdy, Colin. Magic is who the player played for, not who they got traded to. Hi, Calvin. Hi, Swervin. Hi, Brickfetti. Colin Whitehead's in the house. All right, who is this? Not much. How about you? You think this is Landeskog? Is that who you're saying? Is Landy Landeskog? Ooh, not Landy, but it is West and it is a center. So it is somebody who plays in the Central Division and is a West. Sorry, they play in the Central Division in the West. So Central Division. Who plays in the Central Division? Who has a long neck and a gimpy shoulder? Laugh out loud. It's Burnaby Joe Sakic. Cedric Diggory. 3 equals E. Yes. Yeah, 3 equals E. Joe Sakic. My boy! Laugh out loud. PD! All right, so they have to play in the Central. So they play for the Wild. The hell is in the Central Division? Avalanche. They don't play for the Avalanche. They play for the Stars, the Wild, the Mammoth, the Blues, the Jets, or the Blackhawks. Never mind, not Sweden. Yeah, not Sweden. Campbell, Jack Johnson, Colton Parenko. Does Jack Johnson still play? Colton Parenko. Closer. Ooh, very close on the number. So his number is higher than 55, and it's very close. Russ, did you see the Lego Rocks video saying that we might trade Hronek to San Jose, Toronto, or Chicago to get one of their picks? He can't make his mind up. Laugh out loud. Is it Myers? He plays center in West. No. So he's not a left wing. He's not a defenseman. He's not a center. But he plays in the Central Division. So he doesn't play for St. Louis. Tyler Myers? We could try. Oh, they have him listed as. So his number is 56. Who's number 56? That should make it easy. And he's not a defenseman. He doesn't play for Dallas, St. Louis, or Colorado. It's Jill Johnson now. Leafs aren't trading their pick. Sorry. Leafs will keep it for profit. All right. We're about to get this game back underway. The second period. We'll keep this hurdle going as we go. Still 16 seconds of power play time for the Canadiens. But they cannot control the start, but they do get it now. And also Chicago might get the fourth for Knies because it's been reported they are very interested. Interesting. Wasn't Bohor at number 56? He was number 53. And was he on the Canucks? He was on the Canucks, but he was number 53. Bo Horvat is in the East. Yeah, he plays for the New York Islanders now. Magic, I know I was commenting on Lego Rock's stupid video. That's all. Yeah, I literally don't watch Lego Rock's videos, Colin. I used to, and then I just got sick of all the clickbait, so I couldn't watch it anymore. All right, power play is over. So nothing on that power play to start. Eric Holla. Oh! You got the number right, but he's supposed to be American. Yeah, same Russ as Andrew. Usually he reads from AI articles. Yeah, it's crazy, right? I can't believe Montreal only has 2 shots in this game and they're still tied. Yamamoto. Boom! Look at that. We did it, guys. It only took us 5 guesses. So we have completed our Puckdoku. And we have completed. All right, my clock is off. All right, now it's back on. Yeah, so good job, guys. Yamamoto. I watched him for like 6 months. Got sick of it. Blocked the account. I've hit the not interested on his videos. Kyler Yamamoto. Oh, what the heck? That was weird. Dobesh had a stick stuck in his skate. Gets it out. No harm, no foul. Lane Hudson gets laid out behind the net. Carolina almost gets the puck out front, but a good stick there by Dobesh. Now Montreal gets it in, but oh, and then it just squeaks out. Now Blake picks it up in stride through center, brings it all the way down into the far side corner. Puck rung around the boards. Chatfield chops at it. Now Blake follows up. He plays it down low. Chatfield takes it. Blake back at the blue line, throws it towards Hall in the slot, but can't tip it on net. Hudson's all over him. Puck across for Stankoven. Back to the blue line. Puck to the sideboards, far side. Carolina skates across the blue line. Blake puts it towards the front of the net. And that one's knocked away by the Montreal Canadiens. Now they get it just out over the blue line. Now Doc skates onto it at center. Skates it down the boards, far side, into the Carolina zone. Waits for help. Plays it down. Puck gets missed by the intended target. Comes around to the near side. Blake chops at it. Carolina now might have tired legs out here as the top line for Montreal comes on. Suzuki plays it back to the blue line. Gooley plays it across the other side. Carrier tries to get it down low. Comes to Caulfield, who chops it down behind the net. Comes all the way around the boards. Suzuki puts it back to the blue line. Shot to the front of the net by Carrier. Or no, it was Gooley. Gooley drops it for Slavkovsky. Yep. Carolina's been out there for a long time on this shift. Over a minute and a half for some of these guys. Carrier tries to hit his man on the boards, but Stanko won't get it out. Dumps it to the near side. Then Chatfield will chop it down. Dobesh will pass to the side for Gooley, who puts it up for Slavkovsky. So good puck awareness by the Montreal Canadiens to get their line change in. Have a tired group of skaters on for the Carolina Hurricanes. Could not take advantage, but huh. Not many players number 56 in the Western Central Division. Is he related to Yamamoto from MLB? I don't think so. I don't know. Fangirl doesn't like that name. That are American. Although I could see San Jose trading number 2 overall to us if we offer Heronic and their second round pick back for them. Yamamoto. What I've been saying, Colin, Roney and 24th add the 33-2 for San Jose's second. And if we can get 2 and 3 in this draft, wouldn't that be incredible? Oh, Martinook with a good foray. Can't get the shot off, though. Puck back to the blue line. Carolina plays it down low. Back up the boards for Aho. He puts it back to the blue line. Carolina plays it down the boards. Miller has to go all the way around. Comes into the far side corner. Intercepted by Matheson. He'll play it up the boards. Kept in for the moment by Carolina. The Canadiens will force it out over the blue line. Now skating onto it. Demidov will chop it down behind Freddie Anderson. Montreal will change. Miller passes right up through the slot. Good foray into the offensive zone. Carolina puts the puck to the front of the net. The puck gets saved and cleared to the corner. Montreal now throws it out to center, knocked down by Carolina. Robinson plays it towards the front of the net, but Canadiens will intercept it. Throwing the puck across the other side. Josh Anderson with some good speed. Puts it to the front of the net. And Deneau cannot finish the job. Now Texier skates into the near side corner. Keeps it for the moment. Up the boards. Carolina intercepts it. Chops it down the ice. Not enough for icing. Lane Hudson picks it up behind his own net. Still only 3 shots for the Montreal Canadiens. 3. That's insanity. The puck went out of play at the bench. Crazy. Insane, Andrew. All that just for a second round pick. And though you could get, if you could get Stenberg and Caleb Malhotra and or a Verhoff, crazy, right? Andrew, we could pull off that trade for second overall and keep our third overall pick. I would take both Stenberg and either Reed or Malhotra. What are your thoughts? Sharks will trade their number 2 pick, but they still want a top 10 pick in return. Calvin, that's why I said Hronek and San Jose's second round pick back to them for the second overall. Done. Banging credit card meme. Yeah. Get this on my desk right now. Perfetti, San Jose needs a top 4 defenseman. That's why I said Hronek plus the second round pick in the return for second overall. It's possible. Why would we trade Hronek when he's locked in to a Team Freddie contract and is in his peak? Callum, we do it because we're in a rebuild. Because theoretically, the Canucks are not going to be a good team for X amount of years, however many it takes for them to rebuild, right? That could be, if they do it like Montreal, it's 4 years. If they do it like Buffalo, it's going to be 10. Yeah, Callum, that's why they would. Because you're just trying to get as many young players as you can in the organization. If anything, the Canucks should talk to San Jose to see what their price of the number 2 pick and shop their own pick to other teams for that price, assuming it's a haul. If you're into that sort of thing. Yeah. Do some wheeling and dealing. I do know that Winnipeg's offering Billy Heinlonen, Elias Solmason, right-handed D, and an 8th pick for the second. We have a log jam of prospects, and we need top 6 forward. Interesting. So they really want Stenberg, eh? Callum, the return. Billy Heinola is killing it in the IIHF right now, and Salmon is a solid right-handed D. And the Sharks are still getting the 8th pick. I'm telling you, boys, I have a feeling. Woo-hoo! If you remember, I called the Twins here when Alvin was fired. Interesting. You knew before anyone else. 3 defense prospects for 1 pick. If they need top 4, why not give them MP3 instead? Hronek's we're not going to get a first round pick for Marcus Pettersson. No guarantees that any of these picks will ever be as good as Hronek is now. Calm, we would trade Hronek because he won't be here when we are good again anyway. Excuse me, I burped. Slavkovsky passes for Caulfield. He puts into the slot. Suzuki, stick handled, but couldn't get to the front of the net to get a shot off. They fire one. That one looks like it goes off the side of the net. So still at 3 shots. But Callum, we are guaranteed to be bad for a while Hronek is here, and by the time we are good again, Hronek will be old. Yeah. Calvin, I don't think MP3, to be honest. Hronek is a better D-man and a better fit. I said it here. Twins RJ Manny incoming. Dobesh jumps out onto the puck. Hangs on for a whistle. When was that, Andrew? I feel like I remember that. Carolina up to 10 shots now. Faceoffs are now 50-50. So they're all even now. Face off to Dobesh's right-hand side. Evans wins it to the side. Demidov tries to play it to the middle. Carolina intercepts it. Aho plays it into the slot. Walker couldn't get a shot off. Pass to the side for Newhook. He keeps for a second. Now he'll play it up to center. Picked up by Demidov. He drops it into the slot. Good structure there. Pass back to the blue line. Pass down low. Puck chopped behind the net. Evans skates out. Carolina's player falls to the ground, so the crowd thinks there should be a penalty. No call. 11 minutes left to go here in the second period. Demidov tries to play the puck around the boards, but that one gets knocked away from him. Stepping up on a good hit there is Struble, but he can't keep it deep. Pass to the near side. Carolina intercepts. Jarvis chops it into the far side corner. Lane Hudson plays it away from Stankoven. Carolina can't keep it at blue line. Texas skates onto it. Brings it in. He blows a tire from his ass. He gives the puck away. And then Blake will bring it in and lose it just inside the blue line. Another pass out. Good reception by Anderson. He passes it across, shot to the front of the net, and they miss on the far side on the one-time attempt. Deneau takes his man down. The crowd's incensed because there was no call. Carolina brings it in, pins it to the boards as Carrier wigs for his opportunity, plays it back to the blue line. Nickerson. Shot goes wide. Wraparound attempt. Puck goes through the top of the crease out the other side. Shot from the blue line. That one's blocked. Ooh. Deneau felt that one. Stumbled, but gets back to his feet. Dobesh with a crazy Ron Hextall style swing of the stick from behind the net. Carolina still controls, but they lose it. Stankoven turns it back up. He'll dump it into the far side corner. Robinson skates onto it. Shot to the front net. Dobesh kicks it away. Chatfield picks it up the blue line. Puck down low. Ends up behind the net. Chatfield chops it down low. Gets by the intended target, Mr. Jankowski. But then the puck comes back to Jankowski. He skates up the near side boards. Now Deneau and Anderson have been stuck out there for an extended period of time. This second period, 2 times. 1 for each side. A line gets caught out. 9 minutes left to go. Day Alvin was fired. Oh no. That was a crazy pass reception. Oh, it was a save. Anderson saved the one-timer. Dobesh just took a penalty. Interference on the goaltender. He's got a big grin on his face. Yes, and that was a bad deal for us. Bygones be bygones now, Kevin. I'm checking the receipts, Andrew. Keep Hronek to mentor the young D-man we have and trade him next season at the deadline when the draft is stronger and deeper. That's not a bad call either, too. Whenever you can maximize the amount of money you get for him, right? I can find texts I sent to friends that day, laugh out loud. Not saying I want this, but I see Hronek as the next captain. Oh, no. Oh, okay. I thought you meant in this chat. I said it here first. I mean, we could go back. Take what we get at 3 and hope we have a dinger on one of the later picks. Canucks have done well getting players with fuck all for picks in the past. Yep. Pickfetti, I don't think Hronik wants to be captain. I also predict Brock getting the C after the locker room clean out. Brock Besser is the new captain. Although Hronik is our best trade chip at the moment. Yep. Never mind. What I said didn't apply. Laugh out loud. I mean, DeBrusque plus might get you something, but Hronik would get you something almost by himself. Yep. Canucks can't trade much more. Too close to the cap floor. Yeah, that is true too. They have to spend enough money. All right. So it is a power play for Carolina as Jakub Dobesh interfered with Mark Jankowski. Carolina is 0-1 on the power play with 1 shot so far tonight. Play is underway. They win the draw. They pass it down low. That one gets chipped to the boards. Seth Jarvis is there. Stahl arrives. Matheson and Carrier are fine just to keep the puck on the boards. The full-on rugby game there as Jordan Stahl tries to get the puck out. Svechnikov comes up with it, skates behind the net, pass back to the blue line. Gostisbehere puts it to the far side. Pass down low. Back up the boards. Pass across. One-timer. That one gets deflected wide. I think that went off Newhook in front. Gostisbehere picks it up. Passes to Aho. Aho down low. Seth Jarvis spins away from his man. Plays it up to the blue line. Gostisbehere skates. Puts it to the front of the net. That one deflects wide. Off the end boards. Puck back to the blue line. Kept in nicely by Gostisbehere. Plays it over for Aho. Svechnikov tries to get it to the middle. Seth Jarvis plays it back to the blue line. Gostisbehere plays it to the near side for Aho. Aho back to Gostisbehere. Gostisbehere down low. Jarvis across for Aho. His stick explodes on the one-timer. And Carolina will keep control though. Gostisbehere hangs onto it. Aho's got a new stick. He's got it on the half boards. Pass to the Gostisbehere. Puck down low. Jarvis. Back for Gostisbehere. He fires that one. Deflects wide. Comes up for Aho. 25 seconds left to go on the power play. Aho at the blue line. Gostisbehere. Down low for Jarvis. Across for Aho. Back to Gostisbehere. Back for Aho. In the slot. Pass down low. Svechnikov. Gostisbehere to the front of the net. Saved by Dobesh. Puck goes behind the net. Recovered. Oh, and for the backdoor play, Svechnikov throws it right through the crease and out the other side. Whoops. Power play's over. Carolina still controls it, though. Montreal now brings it in. Bolduc throws one wide. Comes off the end boards. Back to the blue line. Firing one towards the front of the net. That one's tipped. Can't believe they only have 4 shots. This is insanity. Doc plays it down low. Bolduc is there. Doc's like, no, I got this, bro. Bolduc pulls it out of the pile. Plays it back to the blue line. Shot to the front of the net. That one's blocked. Comes to a Canadian stick, but they can't get it on net. Stankoven plays it up to the blue line. Oh, that one might have been offside, but either way, Canadians bring it out. Gooley throws a high one into the Carolina zone. Bolduc skates onto it. Behind the net for Kapanen. He can't get to it. Now Blake battling with Doc. But Stankoven will play it out. Ehlers plays it down low for Stankoven. Stankoven skates back up the boards. Puts it to the front of the net. But Montreal will intercept. They'll throw it out. Struble tries to get to the puck. But Miller will take it away from him. Carolina will play it out all the way down the ice. Dobesh comes out. Can't get the puck behind the net. But luckily his teammate gets there. Lane Hudson plays it to the far side corner. Carolina can't get the puck. And Suzuki with a dangerous drop pass for Slavkovsky, who does well to stick handle in a tight spot. Now Suzuki tries to get it to Slavkovsky. Slavkovsky loses his stick, looks to the ref. No call. Carolina will chop it all the way down the ice. That'll be an icing call with 5:01 left to go here in this second period of play. Learn the rules Will this icing call cost them? Find out next. If we want to trade Hronek, we'll have to pick up a bad contract. Is that worth it? If there's only a couple years left on that bad contract, yes. 100%. I think so. Matt, we will pick up the OEL contract. Laugh out loud. We can't. We already bought him out. I like that. Pay OEL twice. Ooh, Montreal wins the draw. Shot to the front. That's blocked, though. Kept into the blue line. Pass to there. All the way down low. Another one chopped towards the front of the net. But Gooley couldn't hit the net. Carolina will flip it out. Try and start a change here. They'll get Montreal deep, so they'll be able to change most of their players. Texier gets it in deep. Moves in on the forecheck. Carolina gets the puck up the boards, and Aho will play it out to his own blue line. Svechnikov on Anderson. Anderson gets it deep. Other Anderson, Freddie, stops it behind his net. Now Carolina will play it up to the Montreal blue line. Tipped in there. Puck around the boards, comes all the way out to the neutral zone, and Carolina will slap it back in. Go Habs PP. If you could trade an entire roster, would you rather have the Canucks right now or the Maple Leafs right now? The Canucks. I would definitely still want the Canucks roster right now. We can spend on some free agents this summer, like Tuck. He wants a huge deal. I hear most teams don't want to give him 10+ million a year. I just don't want to sign him for like 6 or 7 years at that cap hit. Shot to the front of the net. Dobesh makes the save. Carolina recovers it, fires it to the front of the net. That one's blocked. Now, good reception there. Demidov drops the puck, but it's out of the reach of Carrier. And now Carolina brings it in. Jankowski spins away from his man. Gets the puck down low. Struble can't get to it. But Montreal will chop it down the ice. Freddie Anderson will leave it for Chatfield in their own zone. Oops, wrong team. Can we trade for the Habs roster? I wish. Tuck won't come here. No, Brickfetti. Carolina! Score! I wasn't even paying attention. I was reading chat. 2:57 left to go here in this second period of play. It looks like Nikolai Ehlers has come in and restored the 1-goal lead. What an individual effort by Ehlers. Skates the puck in, cuts across the slot, holds on to it, goes through a man, and then Dobesh just can't close the 5-hole. As one of the prettiest goals so far here. Little toe drag through Caulfield, and then gets it through Mr. Dobesh. Ehlers with a highlight reel goal. I'm sure that Prickfetti really loves that. F Ehlers. Laugh out loud. He's hurting you even though you're cheering for a different team. Isn't that weird? Carolina leads 2-1. Woo! Says Sky Train Alfred. Andrew's like, woo! And then Prickfetti's like, boo! And Alfred's like, go! Boo! Says Callum. Dads don't like moving kids from school. Maybe. But BC has no time change. Come on, guys. Laugh out loud. And Tuck's wife is from British Columbia. She's from here. Does that help? Montreal. Trying to get the puck back. Knocked down. Canadiens kept it in a few times at the blue line, but couldn't recover it. Matheson passes up to the neutral zone. Dumped in from there. Bolduc moves in. Can't get to the puck though. Stankoven moves it across for... Oh my God, I'm yawning. Where did that come from? Have to get Dobby in here soon. Puck across. Svechnikov with a shot. That one goes wide. Off the end boards. Canadiens pick it up. Slavkovsky gets poke checked. Canadiens are offside. They don't touch it, so the play goes on. I wish we had tried harder to sign Ehlers. I said all summer long. I thought he would fit well with Petey. It would probably cost us too much money. Is probably what it came down to, right? Now the Canadiens have iced the puck. They have forgotten how to play hockey and need to learn the rules. But if I'm making millions of dollars, it is their job to support me. Just my view of it. Yeah, Hudson and Caulfield unable to stop Ehlers. It was a nice goal, though. Good hockey is always great to see. And then Callum's like, fuck Ehlers, or yuck feelers. After the icing call, Carolina wins the draw, fires it towards Dobesh, and he'll make the save and hang on. So they will be able to get a new line out there after the icing call. Swerving with exception of Matthews, Nylander, and Nyes, I would still rather have the Canucks roster and prospects. The Leafs don't have any prospects. Yeah, correct. Take Gaudreau off San Jose in the Roney trade for cap addition. Yep, that could help too. You're right. Doesn't he make like $4 million a year or something like that? I think Canucks better than Leafs then. I don't know, though. Same problems, different drama. All of our drama's gone now. We got rid of Quit Hughes and JT Quitter and Quitter Garland. If you want the Habs roster, you'd have to take Martin St. Louis with it too. He's grown with the team. Yes! And now I really, really hope that the Canucks hire Manny Malhotra, because he could grow with this team too. Swervin Tuck's wife is from BC, so never say never. If you were looking for an NHL coaching job, would you want Toronto, Nucks, or Edmonton? Oh man, it depends on where you're at in your career. Oh! If you're a new coach, you probably want the Canucks. If you're an old coach, you probably want Edmonton. That's what I think. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Montreal. Would you sign with a rebuilding team at age 30 when you never won a cup just because your wife is from that province? No, probably not. You do want to make the wife happy, Irv Gotti. Laugh out loud. Does he have kids, says Brickfetti? Canadians come up with the puck in their own zone. Just over a minute left to go. It's like Caulfield moves the puck in offside. I would rather take the next job. Andrew, Leafs might lose Marner or Matthews. Oilers are old as ass. Old as fuck. Agreed, the Edmonton job seems like a nightmare. Lose 97 and dry. Yeah, you could lose them pretty quick here. Swervin, if we are willing to meet his contract demands, yes. I think kid's hometown is more important than wife's hometown. Yeah, you're probably right about that too. What a fast period. Yeah, Riley Fraser, 100%. Less than a minute left to go here. Russ, the scoreboard, your logo, the live with the team playing is not lined up. The scoreboard, your logo, live with. I know, it's because they both have very long names. They have very long names, and so it's longer than normal. I'm sorry. To evolve, says Zach. Canadians control. Carolina with a very aggressive forecheck. Hudson throws it up to the blue line. Now they have a breakaway. Suzuki shoots. Saved by Anderson. Rebound comes to the slot, but other Anderson couldn't do anything with it. It's so confusing when there's two Andersons. Carolina player on the ice. All right. Texier looks like he's guilty. We'll have to wait and see, though. Looks like they're conversing. Everyone's looking. What are they looking at? Oh, Carey got high stick by Dobson. No call on the play. Huh. Oh, Texier just speared Miller in the nuts. Oh, wow. Yeah, Texier, that might be a spearing call. Who knows? The referee's reviewing. That's crazy. All right, let's get Canucks land on the line. And Zoom on my computer scares me. So they might be reviewing this. Calling it 2 minutes for sparing. Yeah, for slashing, I guess they'll call it. Huh. Yeah, so it will be a power play for the Carolina Hurricanes. Just waiting on Canucks land, kids. Oh, there it is. Is that what's the name of the guy? Knight Rider? Is it Knight Rider? Nicolas Cage? Huh. Sweet tattoo, my dude. Showing some chest here for us. Something like that. Why does shake and bake chicken taste better than KFC? Russell and Rick Talkwit. Yeah, can't forget about Rick Talkwit. Because it's fangirl. Because it is fangirl. Because you haven't tried KFC, I made laugh out loud. Oh, what did you do differently? Did you do something special? How did you make it more special than normal KFC? That's what I thought, Andrew. You were correct. Andrew's laughing and crying. Nah, mean. I used to be the head cook in Smithers before it got shut down. No more KFC, eh? In Smithers. Do you still live in Smithers, Calvin, or do you not live in Smithers anymore? You're in Prince George now, right? Anyone still shocked the Canucks haven't announced Malhotra as head coach yet? If that's their choice. No, I think they'll do it early next week. You got to negotiate. I mean, I sent this sent this to Big Mac. Everyone knows how much Big Mac loves Jessica Campbell. If I can get this to work. Computer seems to be struggling mightily right now. Look who's in Vancouver. Jessica Campbell in Vancouver. Maybe she is connected to the Canucks for some reason. First female assistant bench boss. Maybe she's going to be announced as part of the Canucks structure somewhere. Also, after I got fired, the place went to shit. Laugh out loud. Why'd you get fired, Calvin? No, I'm worried, Fangirl. I like the idea of them talking to people. Tucker Mackey hasn't impressed fully yet, in my opinion. Just incredible. You're not wrong. He has been struggling very much so to stay healthy. We really need him to come back stronger. But he has not been able to stay healthy. I'm back. Vending machines don't like me. What'd you do? Hi, Duncan, says Colin. Shit, says Callum. I tried to get a Coke with a 10 and it wouldn't stop spitting out the dollar bills out. Was it too crinkly? Was it too crinkly, my dude? Fair enough, Andrew. Pizza and cookies from Swervin. From a guy who calls games with 3 Petrosians. I know! I'm still confused. Anderson and Anderson. Josh Anderson, Freddie Anderson. Fangirl, I think they are doing the same thing with the coaching job as they did with the GM job and will still hire Manny. Yeah. So hard to say. Negotiations can take a while. Maybe they're trying to figure out assistant coaches and stuff like that too. Maybe they want to announce the whole thing. Maybe they're negotiating for his assistants, right? Like Harry Mahesh, Jordan Smith, 2 guys he coached with in Abbotsford. Very possible, Colin. Texier learned the rules. I know, right? He speared Miller in the nuts. When I got speared in the nuts in my hockey, I broke my stick over the guy's leg. I was playing in roller hockey and a guy came up behind me and lifted me off the ground. And I turned around and went, bop! Bop! Right on his leg. I broke my stick right over his leg. And then we fought. I punched him in the face a bunch of times. It was great. What's with the dick spearing? Laugh out loud. There was a missed high stick call too, yeah. Texier with the twistectomy. Breaking news, Nothing is Perfect is now changing their channel name to Canucks World. No. Canucks World! Manny is the obvious choice and will most likely be done. They're just waiting to play around and see if Sam Halan calls Aquilini back. Oh my God. Please no, just incredible. Laugh out loud. For anyone who doesn't know, Sam Halam is the head coach for the Swedish national team. Oh yeah, I was going to mention too, the Memorial Cup is underway. And in the first game, it was actually 2 Canucks prospects playing against each other. So it was Kitchener versus Kelowna. And it was Gabe Sherratt versus Parker Alkos. So Sherratt, where is he? Yeah, so Gabriel Sherratt didn't get any points. but he was a +2, so he was on the ice twice when his team scored. And then Parker Alkos, who's another member of the Canucks prospect pool, he was a -1, so he was on for at least 1 goal against. Kelowna is going to have a tough time in this tournament. They lost the game 5-0. The Kitchener Rangers absolutely smashed them. The Kitchener Rangers are a very good team. And Gabe Sherratt, he is going to be, man, he might end up playing for Abbotsford next year, to be honest. Let's see. Are any of these empty nets? I don't know if they say if they're empty nets. Now, they scored 3 goals in the third period. Yeah, Gabe Sherratt. Let's see here. Let's click on him. He's played 1 game so far. Look at him. Such a young kid. How old is he? He was born in 2006. So he is old enough now. So yeah, next year he could end up playing in Abbotsford because he is old enough now. And he did sign a contract with the Canucks already. And then Parker Alkos, he's probably going to be a little bit longer to get into the system. Well, actually, he's turning 22, so he could actually make his way onto the Abbey Canucks as well. It'll be interesting to see how that all turns out. Yeah, -1, 2 shots on goal. 6'4", 186 pounds. He is a big boy. So he might end up being a piece down in Abbey. We'll have to wait and see. Back to the bar. So that's the update. There is a couple of games tonight too. Actually, only 1 game. I guess they play 1 game a day. So it's Everett versus Chicoutimi. And they'll be playing tonight at 6 p.m. So they'll be getting started here in about 8 minutes. So Everett versus Chicoutimi. And then Kelowna's back in action on Sunday. And then Kitchener back in action on Monday. And they all play each other once. So Kitchener, Kelowna, Everett, Chicoutimi, Kelowna, Chicoutimi, Chicoutimi, Kitchener, Everett, Kitchener, Kelowna versus Everett. And then the top 2 teams from the round robin play in a best-of-3. But I would say Everett is probably your favorite team. They are absolutely stacked. So it will be very difficult for them to not win this, I think. This will probably be their toughest task here when it's Kitchener versus Everett. Those are probably your top 2 teams, I would say. The WHL champion and the OHL champion. Back to the bar. He needs to give his neck jeans to Petey. Not sure what that would do, but it would help me laugh out loud. Kind of more like spearing than slashing, but still a penalty. Yeah. Testicle removal service provided by Dr. Texier. Yeah, that doesn't sound like fun. Hi, Justin. Hi, Fangirl and everyone else. How is everyone? I'm shooting to be Cadet Staff Sergeant Dalton. Hey, Justin. Arg, my groin, says Black Lab. What's up, Black Lab? Nice to see ya. Welcome to the stream, my dude. Hey, Swerve, what's up? Awesome, Duncan. Good luck, bud. Hi, Justin. I'm doing good, Justin. I'm just having dinner, shake and bake chicken, and some green beans. Ghost Rider. There we go. I knew I'd get it eventually. Wife and kids getting home. One love all and enjoy the rest of the game. Have a good night, brother. Nice to see you, my dude. Hi, Colin, says Justin. I'm at 3rd rank. Sergeant is at 6th. Also, Gunnery Sergeant is on the table. My girlfriend is in Dallas at the moment while I'm stuck here working. Haha! She went down to see Demi Lovato last night and Pitbull tonight. Oh, lucky. Back-to-back nights for the concerts, eh? That's wifey right there. Haha! Duncan, are you familiar with the Canadian military? Let me guess. American Airlines Center. We've got Freddie and Jeff. Does Jessica Campbell know Timmy's isn't Timmy's no more? Laugh out loud. I don't know. It is sad, right? It's sad. It's sad that Tim Hortons is no longer Too bad. So sad. That is all. No, my ranks are U.S. Marines. Marines, America's finest fighting force. What's the Marines? Never heard of that. Duncan, I think the Navy SEALs are the best U.S. fighting force. Sorry to disagree with you. The Army and the Navy's rolled into one. Overhyped military force with less training than the Canadian military. Any chance Burrows would ever come back to the Canucks to be on the coaching staff? I think it's similar to the conversation. Norm Rides, welcome to the stream. He's got kids. He's been with Montreal now for 8 years. And apparently he was a big part of the analysis of the other teams for Montreal. So I don't know. I think he's happy in Montreal. He's a French guy. Isn't Alex Burrows French? Yeah, he was. Welcome, Norm Rides. Oh, like the Village People? Marines are weak as fuck? No. YMCA. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. Hope everything's okay with Mr. Canuckland. Did not show up. I'll check in with him later. Confetti with a swear jar. That's why I blocked Duncan. Always about him, not even about hockey. So fucking lame. Swear jar? Been that way for years. Go Rockets! The Kelowna Rockets, yeah. Oh, Canada. What's Google? Laugh out loud, swerving. Okay. I am going to grab some more water. I'm going to grab Dobby too. And then we'll be right back for the third period of play. I never even updated this. Oh my God, we've been sitting here saying second period this whole time. It's about to be the third period. Reset this. All right, be right back. Dobby shows up and he's knocking shit over. And it is a power play to start the period. Or the Carolina Hurricanes. 2-1 they lead. Power play's on. W is just having a nap. Huh? Shot goes wide of the net. Got some of his favorites here. Oh, they smell fresh. Oh, shot to the front of the net. That one's saved. See how focused he is on it? Oh, yes, you love it so much, don't you, huh? Dobby. Oh, another one centered. They cannot complete the job, though, and it is still 2-1. Getting some good chances here on the power play, though. Svechnikov grabs the puck back, but then loses it. Montreal plays it up the boards. Gossesbear keeps in at the blue line. Seth Jarvis passes to the other side. Now for Gossesbear back to the middle for Seth Jarvis, who dishes to the side. Got to burp you, right? You gonna burp? No, you're not gonna burp. Another shot to the front of the net. Joe Besh makes the save. Carolina cannot recover it. Montreal clears the puck down the ice. Oh, yes. You see how sleepy he is? He was sleeping under the dishwasher again. He just loves sticking his head under there and having a nap. Oh, you little weirdo. Nothing is perfect. By the way, Dobby is booked for Headspace Hockey this week. Remember not to tell Russ about the moolah thing. Dobby, are you going to be making some money on the side or something? Huh? What do you think? Carolina dumps the puck in. Trying to recover it. Oh, you're freaking out, huh? Why are you freaking out, huh? You're such a little spaz, huh? Yeah, that's your fault. You knocked that over, bro. Oh, 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 yes. Isn't he so cute? Is he the cutest dog you've ever seen? Canadiens knock it down. Slavkovsky picks it up. Stops in the corner. Keeps on going now. Tries to escape behind that. He will. Spins behind the net. Skates back out. Tries to put it up front. Suzuki chops at it, but can't get to it. Carolina clears it down the ice, and that's going to be an icing call. Learn the rules. Remember, everyone, this is a hockey channel. Swervin's winking. Okay, sorry, I was wrong. Thank you, Calvin. I thought Burger King was bought by Timmy's. I think Burger King bought Timmy's. I was just kidding. They probably did. Laugh out loud. PRB. Did you ever watch Rugrats, Russ? I loved Rugrats back in the day, fangirl. Such a fun show. But what do you think about the Battle of Gettysburg? How about quantum physics? I love quantum physics, man. Reality isn't real, bro. The double slit effect, or the double slit experiment. Electrons are waves and particles at the same time. Don't get me started on my theory that the sun is at the center of the earth. Ooh, Dobesh fights off a shot with a glove, and Montreal will chip it down the ice. Dobby, Dobby, Dobby. Dobbertinians, unite and take over the world! Ooh, ha, 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 ha. All hail Dobby! Dobby, 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 Dobby. Learn the rules, learn the rules, learn the rules. Colin Whitehead. Dobby, Dobby, Dobby. Dobby? Dunkin' Donuts is returning to Canada next year. I heard. Are they opening up like 100 locations or something? Crazy. Connie. Dobby, 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 Dobby. Dobby, 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 Dobby. Let's play Who Got Pink Eye. I'm sure at some point in my life I had pink eye. Play another game. Oh, Freddie Anderson makes a save. The whistle's gone. I don't even think he knew if the whistle went. So loud in that stadium, but it almost squeaks through him on a shot from Jake Evans. Woo! Love you, Dubby. Dubby? Okay. When you order Dobby on Temu and you get a Dubby. Carolina gets the puck into the Montreal zone again. Montreal still only at 6 shots in the game. They have 1 shot so far in this period, and we're 6 minutes in now. Like, single-digit shots is crazy, right? Josh Anderson puts it down the board. Slavin intercepts it. Robinson gets it out. Jankowski gets to the blue line, dumps it in. Dobesh lets it go by. Hudson picks it up behind the net. Caulfield gets poke checked at his own blue line. Carolina moves in on the forecheck. Stahl down the boards into the corner. Getting double teamed there. Slavkovsky comes up with it though. He'll start out, turns back, fires across the other side. Hudson takes that difficult pass, plays it up the boards. Canadiens, where's the puck? Nobody knows. Not even the cameraman. I just looked it up. Tim Hortons is owned by part Canadian, part US company named Restaurant Brands International. Sounds like an evil corporation, doesn't it? Dobesh makes the save with the glove, and he'll hang on with 13:04 left to go here in the third period of play. Y'all should check out season 2, episode 4 of Kitchen Nightmares. As a kid, I watched the Rugrats movie and Rugrats in Paris. I still remember the orange VHS tapes. Oh, that's sick. They made actually orange tapes instead of black. That's very cool. Kind of fun that they do it. Ever wanna just punch Angelica? Every single episode. I did, Irvin. Couldn't stand Angelica. Fangirl, what's the best Taylor Swift song? That's tough. It's like choosing between your children. This might age me, but as a kid, I watched Transformers, He-Man, and G.I. Joe all the time. Me too, Colin. I loved the Transformers. I loved He-Man. By the power of Grayskull! But that's what boys watched in the 80s. Yep. What about Inspector Gadget, Colin? Did you watch that? Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. Anime lovers need to Google Battle of the Planets and Stat Blazers. What is that on? Is it on Netflix? Let me check. Google it on my computer instead of on my phone. That was from 1978. That's funny. This is what it looks like, everyone. Oh, what a save by Domesh, diving back and making a great save on Seth Jarvis, keeping it a 1-goal game. Evans chips it into the Carolina zone. Back to the bar. Carolina brings it back in. Jarvis tries to go through his man, can't. Evans comes back to help out, plays it behind the net. Gooley, pass to the near side. Carrier holds on to it, waits for his teams to change. Hard to say, Irvin. Right now, I really like Opal Light, The Fate of Ophelia, and Eldest Daughter on her new album. List the top 20. Swervin'! That's too many. Monsters Inc. had blue videotape. Shrek had green tape. Laugh out loud. I prefer Tate McRae and Ariana Grande. Not enough time to say Swervin' or Irvin. Fangirl, that's a trick question because there aren't any good Taylor Swift songs, right? Callum, you're saying that to the wrong person. Yeah, but it was my favorite show. It wasn't my favorite show. Oh, okay. I loved Inspector Gadget. I thought it was so funny. He was such a buffoon. Oh! Whew! Freddie Anderson looked defeated on that one for a second. Puck goes out of play in the Carolina zone. Did this one hit the net or did it get deflected? No. Slavin with a nice block, deflecting over the board. So Carolina keeps the Montreal Canadiens at 6 shots for now. There are some good ones, Callum. I love Transformers and Thundercats the most as a kid. Oh, Caulfield to the front of the net. And it looks like Dobson couldn't quite get the shot off. Now they bring it back in. Shot to the front of net. Second shot of the period now for the Montreal Canadiens as Nick Suzuki picks it up and fires it at Freddie Anderson. Nothing is perfect. Ever just throw the Inspector Gadget theme in your Spotify playlist? I haven't, but I should. I wonder if it's on there. Inspector Gadget follows the adventures of a sympathetic but dim-witted cyborg police inspector named Gadget. It's like if Rambo, what am I saying? What's the other cyborg cop? RoboCop? It is RoboCop. That's how simple it was. If RoboCop was an idiot. Doc gives the puck away. Carolina brings it in over the blue line. Jankowski can't get it down low. Now on a second effort, gets it towards Doc. Doc will box out though, and Hudson will move out with a pass into the Carolina zone. Montreal gets to the puck first. Pass back to the blue line. Oh, and a terrible pass there from Montreal. Carolina will move it back out. Robinson fires it. That one goes wide off the end boards and out of play. I got a hair in my nose. Samurai Pizza Cats was great too. Samurai Pizza Cats was great. Samurai Pizza Cats. Fuck autocorrect. Star Blazers! My favorite band is Black Sabbath. My favorite singer of all time, may he rest in peace, is Ozzy. Yep, I can see that. Did you like his reality TV shows? Sorry, I liked not Loke. Laugh out loud typo. Biker Mice from Mars. Yep. I never watched Mummies Live. Lloyd. Go bug Rusty. Big Trevor save him. What do you mean? Lloyd. Ah! Big Trevor didn't save me! Thank you! They go away. Plays back underway. 10:25 left to go. Then there's the timeless classic Looney Tunes. Yep, Looney Tunes was great too. Tom and Jerry was great. I mean, and then like we've talked about Animaniacs before. Because we're Animaniacs and we're zany to the max. So just sit back and relax. We're Animati, totally insane. Animaniacs, and those are the facts. Calling it's Looney Tunes. That's funny. Animaniacs. Oh, there it is. Swerving new. Sorry, Calvin. I watched more Tiny Toons actually. Yeah, Tiny Toons was the relaunch with the young versions of them. Meep meep. Got the coyote and the roadrunner the coyote's always trying to kill the roadrunner, Wile E. Coyote. Damn it off. Just inside his own blow line, dishes the puck for New Hook brings it in, takes a shot, wild one goes wide of the net, ends up in the corner. He skates onto it though. Damn it off will pick it up, play down low for Evans. Evans pass across the near side for Struble. Struble with a shot. That one deflects and no one knows where the hell it is. Is it in Svechnikov's pants? It is. It's stuck in his skate. Talk about covering the puck. Svechnikov blocks it and covers it. Check out Star Blazers. We transformed the World War Japanese battleship Yamamoto into a Star Destroyer and blow shit up. The grandfather of Gundam. Oh yeah, and that was the one where they had like Autocrack made it Tunes, not Tunes. Laugh out loud. See, did it again. Tunes, not Tunes. Captain Power and the Soldiers of the Future. Never watched that one. Oh yeah, there's a new He-Man movie coming out. Masters of the Universe coming out June 5th. The power returns. It was always spelled Tunes. Why in the world would it be Tunes? We ain't listening to it. Laugh out loud. I know, Colin. I'm just being fussy. Laugh out loud. And then there's Pinky and the Brain. There's Pinky and the Brain. One is a genius. The other's insane. They're laboratory mice. Their genes have been spliced. They're Pinky and the brains. No worries, Calvin. This is why I effing hate autocorrect. My chili cheese tots only have cheese. Then they're just cheese tots, right? They're not chili cheese tots. Can't really call them chili then. Swervin, sometimes we are the same human. I actually like the Osbournes a lot, Russell. I bet it's just fun to see like a different side of him, right? I'll never forget Colin, and I didn't get to go to see it, But I'll never forget just like the change in vibe around Ozzy Osbourne. Because he went from being this guy who bit the head off bats to being like just a dad too, right? So that was kind of fun. But I also do remember him showing up in Little Nicky, the Adam Sandler movie. And I think he kills the bad guy by biting his head off. Isn't that what happens? Or am I having a fever dream? I didn't start the clock. 8:30 left to go here in the third period of play. Montreal hasn't really been able to get much going here. Still stuck on 2 shots in the period and 7 in the entire game. Yeah. One of my favorite shows I liked on Nick was Big Time Rush, which after the show they still remained a band in real life. Before that, Zoe 101. Huh. See, that is after my time. Austin and Allie and Jesse. I'm going to check out Samurai Pizza Cat's Def, but Samurai Jack is best. Yeah, and Samurai Jack, is that on Adult Swim or something like that? Ozzy's wife and daughter look so effing skinny now. They look like death worn over. Oh yeah, holy cow, she lost so much weight. Got them together. What happened to them? Doesn't look healthy. Montreal scores! Only their 8th shot of the game. Hacking away the front of the net, and it's Anderson again. Josh Anderson scores a goal on Freddie Anderson, and that is his 2nd goal of the game from Phil Deneau and Carrier. Josh Anderson versus Freddie Anderson. Montreal has tied this game. They only have 9 shots. Sorry, it was not the 8th shot. It was the 9th shot. Texier gets it free for Carrier. Oh, wow. Just chaos in front of the net. Josh Anderson just keeps with the puck. Carrier gets it down low, and Josh Anderson chips it by Freddie Anderson. And suddenly it's 2-2. Crazy. Nothing is perfect. I'm at Dollarama. Then they might have Quit Hughes posters for $5. Can buy one and burn it. Crazy. Austin and Allie and Jesse were great, Duncan. Swerving that so much fun for Quit Hughes posters, laughed out loud. Yeah, that's too much. All right, Carolina wins the next face-off. They try and control, but Montreal will intercept. Now Canadians come out with it. Odd man rush with speed. Suzuki dishes this side. Matheson puts it towards the front of the net. That's a block shot in front. Stahl loses it to Matheson, who chops it down low. Montreal will bring it out to center, though. Go, 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 go. Habs. Boom! Are you serious, Irvin? My Dollarama never has posters. So Irvin, buy like 5 and pin them to your dartboard. Yeah, that would be a good idea. Good use of them. 6 minutes left to go here now. Montreal up to 10 shots. Doc puts it down low. Bolduc gets it back over Doc. Back to the blue line. Carolina brings it out, though. They lose it just inside the Montreal blue line. Puck comes all the way down into their own zone. They play it out. Carrier tries to get it in. Doc will help out. Puck goes out of play, though. 5:31 left to go here in the third period of play. And I didn't mention it off the top, but if we do need to, and there is a intermission because there's an overtime period, we're going to continue reading from Wearing the C, Leadership Secrets of Hockey's Greatest Captains. So we'll keep on reading that if this game goes to overtime. And right now, who knows? Got stuff in my eyes. Might have another coffee. Too late for that, isn't it? Mm-hmm. My brother used to be obsessed with Phineas and Ferb. The cool thing about the poster is that the poster gets removed from your room after 6.5 years. It just disappears. Russ, I heard the next Transformers movie is going to be a crossover with G.I. Joe, so that's stupid in my opinion. That kind of sounds awesome. Transformers and G.I. Joe universes have long-standing history of crossover events, famously uniting the Autobots with the G.I. Joe team to battle the Decepticons and Cobra. This is 1 year ago. Transformers and G.I. Joe crossover confirmed. Huh. Untitled Transformers G.I. Joe crossover. I don't know, Colin. I might love that. Narf! Zart! But only if you do everything in the power to keep the poster. Swervin, you have so many jokes tonight. Swervin always has the jokes. I have Dollar Tree and Dollar General. That you have Dollar General? Huh. Plays back underway. Oh, that went off the goalie and off the post and wide. If you didn't have live chats to hang out in, I would be annoying my wife all the time. I saw Ozzy at one time. I had backstage passes. It was so amazing. He is the supreme overlord of rock, in my opinion. Elvis can be the king. Ozzy rules over him. Laugh out loud. Have the goal coming. You called it. Yeah, I would just be badgering my mom and brother. Oh! Stahl spins and fires the puck. It's like Dobesh got a piece of it. Directs it wide. Ozempic is what happened to the Osborne's ladies. They are wasting away using that drug. Is going to kill them, I swear. Who got the primary assist? Dunno. Callum with another dad joke. Go Looney Tunes. Jay is a Looney Tunes fan. Yeah, updated. Is there a Looney Tunes in your picture? Is that what that is? What the Canucks need larger wingers like Josh Anderson. I wish we had Josh Anderson. I've coveted him for years. Toy maker props. Slavkovsky backhanded right through the crease. Comes back to the blue line. Kept in there. Fired to the front line. That one's knocked down by Carolina. Now they move it through center. Get to the red line. Dump it in. Puck goes wide. Carrier picks it up. Oh no, it's Hudson picks it up behind the net. Duncan, I worked at Dollar Tree for here in Calgary. Huh? Okay. Sorry, I just speared. My granddaughter just video called me. All good, Connie. Hope you had fun chatting with your granddaughter. That's cute. Toy Maker Props want to know where the pick from Josh Anderson came from. It came from us, by the way. We gave them the pick. Duncan Canada also says Dollar Tree is all I was saying, but I worked for them. They suck as an employer, though. Yeah, I've heard the same thing. My little sister worked there. She was not a fan. I went to a stadium and had Johnny Rockets in it. Reggie Dunlop, best captain ever. Pat Maroon, Josh Anderson, big wingers, not Lekermacki types. So close, Habs. Kirby Doc blocks it, and that one goes out of play. Yep, Columbus had him. That's kind of the player we need. Oh, Stahl just misses wide. Has 4 attempts on net, but cannot hit the net. He's got 4 attempts and no goals. Canucks, New York Rangers, 1994 Looney Tunes tie. Ah! That's a whole lot of crossovers going on there, Jay. Texier with a shot. That one deflects over the glass with 1:58 left to go here in the third period. There's an entire wall of freezers here at No Frills, filled with boxes of pizza. Pizza. Must be a lot of people in my neighborhood who can't cook. Colin Whitehead, I'm saying it here. The Oilers will be rebuilding within 2 years. That's how long they have McDavid for, right? Puck squirts just out. Lane Hudson gets hit. Montreal will take the puck back. Texier puts it in the middle for Hudson. He tries to tip it in, but Carolina will carry it back. Carrier. There's 2 Carriers in this game, too. I always forget that. William Carrier and Alexandra Carrier. Oh, Carolina puts it right through the top of the crease. We've got a 6'5" Russian winger coming over from the KHL this summer, and Ulrichsen looks good. Signed Curtis Douglas already, Callum says. Yep, I agree. Sign him now. Dobesh stops the puck behind the net. Plays it to the side. Dobson plays it up for Evans. He puts it up for Newhook, I think that was. They get it in deep. Evans gets hit on the boards. Carolina comes up with it. Ehlers stumbles. Newhook will take it back. Brings it in. 45 seconds left to go. Dumps around behind the net. Carolina can't get it out. Evans trying to come up with it. Carolina battling on the boards. Demidov is there now. He tries to chop it down low. Comes to him. He skates in behind the net. Spins in the corner. Passes back out for Evans. Evans back for Demidov. Back to the blue line. Carrier with a shot. That one's blocked. It's a back up for Demidov, who makes a backhand pass over for Evans, who brings it in. Shot to the front of the net is blocked by Chatfield. Puck down low. 10 seconds left to go here in the third period of play. And the puck gets out. Matheson. But Montreal has a line change happening, and they'll dump it back in. One last chance for a shot, and Suzuki can't do anything with it. That'll do it for the second period of play. Or third period of play. We're going to overtime, kids. Isn't that ridiculous? Montreal did a little better there once the game settled in, but still held to not many shots. They're up to 12 shots in the game. So they actually only had an explosion and they're up to 7 shots. Oh, all right. We are going to read Wearing the Sea. So let's grab the book and head over to the library, shall we? Okay, I'll meet you guys back in the library. Oh, there we go. So this is Wearing the Sea, Leadership Secrets of Hockey's Greatest Captains by Ross Bernstein. We've been reading a little bit here in the playoffs. It's kind of something fun to read. It's a little bit different than our usual stuff. And this is the first chapter. We're partway through it. It says, what does it mean for you to wear a letter? And this is talking about all the duties that a captain has to do. The captain has to make tough, unpopular decisions on a daily basis, many of which are going to alienate him from his teammates. He is the one who is going to have to call a player out who isn't pulling his weight. It is he who must demand accountability in every practice every single day, and nobody will listen to him or respect him unless he is the hardest working guy in practice himself. It's up to him to call players only meetings when things aren't going well. It's up to him to have teams over to his house for a barbecue on off days where guys can get together and let their hair down. It's up to him to coordinate the logistics for the entire team to meet off the grid at an out-of-the-way tavern where they can sit in a back room, drink beer, and let off some steam without worry or repercussions of the coaching staff punishing them for doing something wrong. When the team is winning, the media talks to all the players in the locker room. Everybody fat and happy when the team is winning. But when things go south, the team heads into the tank, and they all do. It's the captain whom the media wants to talk to, and they want answers. As the face of the franchise, like it or not, that's his responsibility. All of this is so much more falls on the captain's shoulders. Oh, and on top of all that, he still has to do his job as a first-line player and put up points. Everybody is counting on him to lead the team to victory, no matter what. Talk about pressure. For all these reasons and so many more, finding the right captain to lead your team is a huge deal. The captain isn't necessarily your best player. He's your most respected player. He's the guy who is liked and admired, yet can still have difficult conversations with his teammates when needs be. He sacrifices his body by blocking shots, and you'd better believe he won't take a bad penalty or a selfish penalty that would put the opposition on the power play. No way. The DNA of a prototypical captain can embody many different characteristics. He's humble, hardworking, dynamic, strong, fearless, selfless, courageous, sensitive, and above all else, he leads by example. You will hear that phrase way too many times in this book, and for that, I pre-apologize. In a nutshell, he's the team's conscience, always putting what he needs is best for the team above all else. The top officers in the military are taught to care for their soldiers' needs before their own, and the same is true for the man who wears the sea. To him, The C stands for character. Again, it's up to the coaches and the general managers to find the right captain for their particular team. And that's the key. If it's an older veteran-laden team, then maybe they need a quiet captain who just says the right things to set the positive tone. If it's a young team full of rookies or foreign players, then maybe you need a vocal leader who's going to get after the guys with fire and brimstone. Either way, it takes just the right blend of leadership, athletic ability, and likability to make a good captain. Great NHL captains are synonymous with their teams. Even casual hockey fans know that the great one, Wayne Gretzky, led his Edmonton Oilers to 4 Stanley Cup titles in the mid-'80s. That Stevie Y was the heart and soul of the Detroit Red Wings squad for more than 2 decades. That Super Mario overcame injuries and cancer to lead his Penguins into a pair of titles in the early 90s. And we're going to skip that next one because we don't want to talk about the 94 Stanley Cup Finals. You just can't make this stuff up, folks. And they know today that Sid the Kid wears the C in Pittsburgh and that Ovi is the other commander-in-chief in our nation's capital. And that Z-Man, nope, we don't got to read that one, or Captain Serious. Nope, we don't got to talk about that captain either, bitter Canucks fan. Like mythical features, they become the proverbial face of the franchise that the fans identify with. In the new digital age, they truly transcend the game in ways Gordie Howe, Rocket Richard, and Bobby Hull could never imagine. And it goes far beyond marketing. They are icons whose jerseys are sold by the truckload to every diehard fan who cheers for them. Loyal fans take genuine pride in their leader. After all, he's their guy. And yes, that loyalty sells tickets, lots of tickets, and beer and parking, and corporate signage on the dashboards, and luxury suites, and on. Ka-ching! Branding is everything in today's game, and usually your captain's jersey is the #1 seller. He'd better be good. The best captains possess certain intangibles that only be described as extraordinary. They have the ability to rise to the occasion. It's in their blood. When the game is on the line, that's when the captain's play bigger than everyone else. That's when he earns his paycheck in crunch time, in the clutch. He's the guy with ice water in his veins. In overtime in Game 7 of the Stanley Cup playoffs, need a big goal, a game winner, he's your guy. If he can't make an end-to-end rush capped off by a perfect toe drag, top shelf backhand wrister, then he'll deflect it in, form the point with his teeth. That's his role. He's a two-way player who's not afraid to go into the corners or stand in front of the cage. And if someone messes with one of his teammates, he's the first guy there to drop the mitts and start throwing hands. He's the leader, the protector, no matter what. Nobody puts baby in a corner. And now here's an interesting one. Did you know NHL teams don't need to designate the same captain from game to game? Though most do. For instance, the 1985 Boston Bruins captain Terry O'Reilly retired. Ray Bourque and Rick Middleton were named co-captains of the team. Middleton wore the C during home games, and Bourque wore it for road games during the first half of the season, and then the two switched for the second half. This arrangement continued until Middleton retired in 1988, and Bourque became the sole captain. Some teams named two, such as the Buffalo Sabres during the 2005-06 and 06-07 NHL seasons, or three, such as the Vancouver Canucks during the 1990-91 NHL season, captains for a season. Some teams rotate captains rather than keep one for an extended period of time. The Minnesota Wild rotated captaincy every 1 or 2 months until 2009-10, when Mikko Koivu was named the first permanent captain of the franchise. During each NHL game, however, only one player can officially be designated as a captain. I wrote a few years ago, titled a book a few years ago titled The Code: The Unwritten Rules of Fighting and Retaliation in the NHL, and in so doing learned all about the sacred honor code that governs where, when, why, and how players can fight. The code says heavyweights fight heavyweights, lightweights fight lightweights, goalies fight goalies, and yes, captains fight captains. In the 2012 Stanley Cup semifinals between Phoenix and LA, this code got put to the test when Kings captain Dustin Brown laid out Coyotes defenseman Rostislav Klesla. Phoenix longtime captain Shane Doan, wanting to protect his teammate's honor, immediately challenged Brown to a fight, and the gloves came off. And that's how you earn respect in the National Hockey League. Doan, the face of the Coyotes franchise, having been with the team since his days in Winnipeg, is one of the most respected players in the game today because of all the way he leads by example and stands up for his teammates. I'm really leaning on that, aren't I? The captain is the guy who's there when things get tough. He remains calm and cool through adversity, and you can always count on him to be right there by your side. He's your biggest cheerleader, as well as the first guy to go over to his goalie to offer words of encouragement after he lets in a soft goal. After the game, he's the first guy in line to shake hands, looking at guys in the eye, giving them a firm grip, congratulating them on their victory. He wins with class and loses with dignity. He's the leader, yet he doesn't relish in the spotlight. He's humble. He gives 110% every day and always leaves everything out on the ice. When the team doesn't play well, he points to himself first with humility and says, "Boys, I have to be better." And he will be, because he's the captain, and so will everyone else, because they trust him and they believe in him. He's their leader. With grit and tenacity, he inspires those around him to be greater together than they could be individually. That's what great leaders do. They get everyone rowing the boat in the same direction, all focused on the common goal. The captain rises to the occasion and inspires greatness from all those who follow. That's his job. If he does it the right way, he's adored, beloved, cherished, and put on a pedestal. His legacy will only grow over time. If not, he's either demoted or in all likelihood traded away so that can give the C to someone else, and we'll try all over again. There may not be a tougher, more stressful role in all of sports than that of an NHL captain, yet it's the most rewarding job in all of hockey. Heck, it's the most coveted role on the team that nearly every player who pulls on an NHL sweater aspires to reach at some point in his career. They may not say that publicly, but deep down, they want the C. Everybody wants the C. When that big C gets sewn on his jersey, it gives him confidence, courage, and strength. It's as if he transforms into Superman the moment that old Clark puts on that cape. It gives him superpowers of lowly mortals can only dream of. Got it? Here are some of the superheroes had to say about what it meant to don the C. So the first story comes from Adrian Aucoin, former Canuck Adrian Aucoin. He says it was extremely special to wear the C in Chicago because of all the history with that franchise. A real honor. Just knowing the guy who wore it before me, Chris Chelios and Dirk Graham, whom I've had a lot of respect for, made it even more meaningful for me. I know that you don't always need a letter on your jersey to be a leader on a team, but it says a lot about the kind of person you are and about the level of hard work that you put in. There are different types of captains for different types of teams, I think. When I was in Chicago 2005 to 07, we were a really young team, so I kind of took more of a teaching role. We knew that we were in a transition at that point, and that we were probably weren't going to be competing. for the cup. So we worked really hard on getting better every day. That's because our focus, what we could do to continually improve and come together as a team. When you become your team's captain, you sort of wind up becoming a father figure to the other guys. Like it or not, that's just part of the job. You have to be able to steer them in the right direction if they get off course. When they're not too sure which way to go and which choice to make, then you need to step in and show them the way, the right way. Eventually, that team went on to win it all. So I took a lot of pride in knowing that I played a small part in the development of some of those younger players. Oh, it's about to start. Okay. Holy cow. We're gonna have to get back to the bar. All right, I'll be right back. All right. Wearing the C. So, reset. OT. And they do switch sides of the ice too. Carolina with a shot goes wide. Ends up behind the net. Carolina pressing to start. Puck in the corner. Ehlers works it up the board. Stahl plays it down low. That's intercepted by Montreal. Now they'll play it behind the net for Suzuki. The two captains, speaking of captains, collide on the boards. Slavkovsky plays it back into the far side corner. Aho in, harassing his man behind the net. Canadiens pass it off the boards, out to the blue line. Puck bounces. Demidov chops it into the Carolina zone, works the puck out front for Newhook, but the puck gets chopped by him. Now it's a 3-on-2 coming back the other way. Svechnikov leaves for Aho. He puts it to the other side. Shot. That one's blocked. Good work there by Carrier to prevent that one from getting to the front of the net. I see your shadow. It's fake. Laugh out loud. I don't know what you're talking about. Armando in the chat. What's up, Armando? Anderson hat-trick incoming. Yeah, Josh Anderson on hat-trick watch. He's got both goals. Montreal moves out to no over the blue line. Dishes for Anderson. Speaking of Anderson, he gives the puck away though, and Carolina will clear down the ice. They're going to say it was tipped, so no icing. Struble plays it up the boards. Hall hits his man, jars the puck free for Blake. Now Hall puts it out front, but it gets by the intended target. The Montreal Canadiens player coming out of the corner now. Looks like he is hurt. Maybe a leg. He is skating very gingerly back to the bench. And who is it? It's Gooley. Gooley looks like he's shaking it off a little bit now. Back into the battle. Maybe it was a stinger. And then Gooley will take it. Plays it out, pass. And then Montreal from center will dump it deep into the Carolina zone. Now a breakaway pass. Robinson, though, gets caught there by Matheson. Plays the puck back to the front of the net. Chopped away there. Canadiens play it back. Robinson puts it down low. Jankowski plays around behind the net. Carrier throws it across the top of the crease. Nobody there. Bolduc moves it back out. Chop it towards the Carolina blue line, but that's intercepted. Now Carolina with a burst of speed. Shot to the front of the net. They score! Carolina in overtime. Ehlers with a beautiful rush in and rips it past Dobesh. And just like that, early in this overtime period, the Carolina Hurricanes hold on to win it at home. Oh my goodness gracious. The series is tied. Wow, wow. What a shot that was. Let's update this. Final in OT. See, I don't think there will be a challenge or anything. Series tied 1-1. There it is, kids. Damn. I knew it. Laugh out loud. Yeah, Ehlers with a burst of speed. Prickfetti, how you feeling? Ehlers is stoked. Yeah, Montreal just couldn't handle that speed. My goodness. Yeah, Noah Dobson couldn't get over in time. And just gets beaten. He beats Dobesh on the far side. Boo, says Connie. And then Calum's like, boo, need my emotional support dog, Dobby Dog. Carolina improves to 2-17 in the Eastern Conference Final. Is that crazy? Only their second win in the Eastern Conference Final. Dobby! Ole, 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 ole. Hot, hot, hot. There you go. There you go, Connie. Here's Dobby. Well, I'm good. I'm relieved now. Woo! Woo! Yes, what a sweet boy you are, huh? Oh, yes, I love you so much, my boy. Okay, you go ahead. Oh, wow. So the game is over. Montreal falls in overtime. They do manage to take one in Carolina, but that's a tough loss. They only managed 12 shots in the entire game. You get outshot 26-12, which is brutal. Ehlers from Jankowski and Chatfield. So former Canuck Jalen Chatfield getting an assist on the game winner. Woo! Got fucking Luke Gazdick on my TV for some reason. WWWW. The time I don't go, they win. Laughing and crying. Brutal. Canadians gonna be happy with this, but yep. Cal McKenzie. Dobby, Dobby, Dobby. There's my baby Dobby. So let's check this out. So we are gonna have the next game, game 4. Gonna be the next time that we're gonna be live. So we'll be live for game 4 of this series. It'll be in Montreal. We'll have to wait and see what the franchise or the series will be at that point. Fireborn Knights is here and he says, "Can we go up 3-0? Nothing is perfect, man. Without Makar, the Hurricanes the Colorado Avalanche do not look like the same team." Shannon says, "Dobby, Dobby, Dobby." One step closer to Russell's prediction of a 4-2 series win for Hurricanes. Yep. On the WWE Saturday Night Main Event now. Thanks, Rusty Dusty. You're very welcome, Callum. Have fun with the WWE. Let's finish the poll question here. Will the Canadiens keep rolling and go up 2-0 in this series? 49% of you said yup. So 48% were wrong. 25% said nope. 25% said maybe. And then 2% said uncontrollable laughing and crying. It already hurts. We are cooked. I'm sorry, Undead Avalanche. Yeah, not an easy one for you guys so far. Panthers J Dub showed up earlier. Used his monthly membership message to say, "I need my Canes to respond, damn it." And they did. And then he donated a gift of membership. And then Calvin99 Charlie says, "Let's go Habs." But being realistic, Canes might win this one. Still cheering for them. Calvin was right. And then 33 years. No Habs, no. No Habs, no. No Habs, no. I don't give a fuck. Says Skytrain Alfred. And then Prickfetti putting money in the chat for the swear jar too. So those are all the donos for today. Kids, I appreciate you. Shannon sent me a picture. Let's look it up here. See if the Facebook will work for us. Come on, the Facebook. Ah, now we know who Shannon is cheering for. Officially wearing the Montreal Canadiens hat. That's a good looking hat. Now we know who you're cheering for. It's a good look, Shannon. Back to the bar. I think we won't win a game without Makar. Yeah, I mean, you might be right about that. So yes, I hope everyone had a fantastic night. Evening, night all. Yes, kids, that's what we're going to call it. Thank you, everyone, for being here tonight. I appreciate you all being here. It's been lots of fun. I got to make sure this is all queued up. Dobby, get some more treats for him, Charlie, and with a $10 dono. All right, well, Shannon, I got to get Dobby back up here for a second then. Before we go, to show him enjoying the last bag of treats that you bought for him. Because he really loves these. And he's into it. Thank you very much, Shannon, for the $10 dono. Wild is life. By the way, thank you, Fireborn. Wild is life is stoked that the Habs or the Avs are losing. All right. Come here, Dobby. Shannon down $10 for you to get more treats. So thank you very much, Shannon, for the $10 dono. Here's from the batch that you bought him last time. We'll let him enjoy them for you, huh? What a sweet boy, huh? Look at him. Yeah, look at that. It's even got a heart on it. There you go, Shannon. A little bit of an extra view of Dobberton. Look at how cute he is, huh? Oh, he just wants to lay on my shoulder. Oh, he is so sweet, huh? He's a little troublemaker. Thank you very much, Shannon, for the $10 dono. We appreciate you. Shannon hype! Shannon hype! W Shannon. You're welcome, Wild is Life. And then Wild is Life is Undead Avalanche. It was the revenge. Laugh out loud. So thank you very much, Shannon, showing up with the awesome Montreal Canadiens hat, and then dropping $10 from for Dobby from Shannon, Charlie, and Coach Rob. So thank you very much, guys. So like I said, we'll be live again on Wednesday. It's going to be a 5 o'clock start between the Hurricanes and the Canadiens. We'll see who is up after the first game is on Monday in Montreal. So it'll be game 3 on Monday, and then we're live for the game on Wednesday. So thank you very much, everyone, for being here today. It's been lots of fun. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday night. And remember, until next time, my name is Russell Holiday. This is Nothing is Perfect. And make sure you make good choices.
Thank you for having me. Thank you to everyone who requested to hear my beautiful voice too. I appreciate that.
How you doing tonight? Doing good? Thank you very much for taking the time out of your very first hockey game to join the stream. Everyone was very excited to see you, and enjoy the rest of the game in the third period.
Yeah, thank you so much. Bye-bye, guys.
Trevor Beggs joining the show from Locked On Canucks. Thanks for joining me today, brother.
My pleasure, Russell. How you doing today, buddy?
I'm doing really good. I'm doing really good.
Hey, buddy. What an intro. Thanks, man.
Hey, no problem. It's nice to see you again. It's been a while.
Dude, absolutely. Yeah, those late nights, early mornings.
Yeah,
they were rough.